Hello everyone, we are live now, and this time we will be shiny hunting the Lugia and Ho-Oh in Pokemon Emerald. And today is a bit of a special day. I have a guest over.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, I got James with me. And yeah, we will hopefully get it this time. So we talked to this lady. I'll show her the ticket. Again, this is the ticket that I got using the injection tool. Usually the European version did not get that ticket. Usually it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was a Japanese and American event only. But using the injection tool, you can still use it in a PAL game, as you can see. Arch already waiting. Are you there, Arch? If so, hi and welcome back. And yeah, so we go to the, in German it's called Nabelfels, which is just Navel Rock. Means exactly the same. Translation is exactly the same. Alright, so which one should we do first? I would say Lugia, because I wanted to catch Lugia with a Master Ball. The shiny is pink, and the Master Ball fits with the color scheme. And Lugia should be on our right, so this cave has two exit points. One on the left that leads to Lugia, you go upstairs, and one on the right that no, not Lugia, Ho-Oh, sorry. The one that goes upstairs goes to Ho-Oh, and the one downstairs is Lugia. So you go like this. It's building anticipation. I mean, James, you don't know much about Pokemon, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, there it is. Just chilling in this cave.
I wasn't sure if you minded me talking through it.
Oh no, you can talk, of course, you're the guest. So I save in front of the Lugia. Probably thinking, what is that girl doing here? And then I go to the Pokemon Pokéfinder program. What do we want as a nature? We have quirky, careful, adamant. The stream didn't load. Oh, hey Arch, so you are here. Okay, sometimes that happens and you have to refresh or just press F5 if you're using Windows. Not sure what the shortcut is for Apple, but just refresh your browser and usually it should work.
Apple is still F5.
Say again?
On Apple it's still F5.
Oh, it is still F5. Ah, I see, yeah, you're more the Apple kid than I was. I only have...
No. Growing up I only had Windows.
Ah, I see, okay.
But I had to use Macs in college for when I was doing all my media stuff. So but I don't like using them. I don't like Apple computers. So, okay, I would say that the first 3 flames are the only one I'm considering, seeing as when I take the one that's 42 to 61, that just takes way too long. 15597 is already about 4 minutes. And seeing as my Lugia, I want to use it as a physical attacker. I think I'm going with Adamant. Although the others are also okay, but for the Ho-Oh I'm very sure about taking the Adamant one. Well, the quirky one does have... Oh no, that one has very bad attack. Then there's careful, but that one has bad defense. I'll just go with the adamant one for both. So that's frame 15,597. but remember that we need to put in the delay because it doesn't work otherwise. And the delay for Lugia is 375 frames. That's the time it takes for the cry and all that. So the frame that we want is 15,222. Paste that inside. Eontimer, and then we try and get it right. I'll just click on the, I did save, right? But I'll just click on the Lugia just to show. This is a normal Lugia. Because you don't know Pokemon, then the shiny has a pink belly. It's a really nice, a minimal shiny but a good one. Hey Arch, if you can hear this, then hopefully the stream works now at your end. Okay, let's start. James, yeah, hello. Alright, so now we wait, like always. Oh, so you are playing the
I'm trying to get another thing on it, but I can't get out of this.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, do you know, you never watched, there's a YouTuber that I watched called Professor Wes. Don't think he does things right, or videos now, but, which is a shame, I really like his things. He also did shiny hunts, and sometimes he also had guests over.
Okay.
It was pretty,
No,
it was nice. There's also other streamers that I watched where there's guests over. Usually on Discord though, or really old ones used Skype before Discord even existed.
I still use Skype.
You still use Skype? I still have my login and all, but I haven't logged in for over 3 years now, I think.
It still works, but...
Yeah, of course, but I think Skype kinda died when Discord came, and then
MSN
Zoom and all these apps.
MSN was better.
Yeah, but yeah, the MSN chat thing that we used when we were younger.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that as well. Man, we're old, huh? I mean, the Generation Z or Z, whatever you want to call it, they don't know about the MSN thing. They never used it.
I was born in '98, so I don't know what I am.
That depends.
Late
It depends, and also you have to see that some Europeans born around like 1997 to 2004 are culturally speaking more of a millennial than a Gen Z or Z, because all the trends that America had in the 90s, they kind of came to Europe but with a delay of a few years, like the SpongeBob thing we talked about earlier. SpongeBob came out in 1999, if I'm not mistaken, and we only got it like in 2003, something like that. So yeah.
Thing is, my sister's 6 years older, so I think if she didn't have it first, then I wouldn't have wanted it, because I was at an age where I just wanted everything everyone else had.
Yeah, well, I mean,
same
that's
with all those old Disney shows and other shows from the 90s that I ask about.
I can hear it. The game usually recording got updates. I'm currently getting all the new content from the... Oh, I see, yeah. Modern technology for you.
Your stream has adverts. Your stream has adverts.
Oh, it does. Yeah, but I don't get any money from it because I'm not monetized, so that's unfortunate. Oh, you don't have you don't have premium, don't you?
No.
Yeah, we're sharing it with a few friends as a premium family,
But
so I only pay like €3 something per month.
I'm watching you on 3 different things.
Yeah, thanks. I see I have 7 views until now. That's just the algorithm thing.
Half of them are me.
Yeah, well, thanks. I mean, Who has ever been that present before? Using it on these devices and then being physically present in the room. Who is our guest appearance? Another stream I watched had one of his childhood friends appear in stream, so we all had a good time. Yeah, he is a old friend of mine, so...
Oh, not that old.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, you mean old as in... Oh, okay. Yeah,
No, not old. You're not old, of course not. But we've known each other since you were a child, 11 years or something like that. Okay, so the first one obviously is not what we want. Let's start again. You were saying?
Oh, sorry. My parents didn't want me on the internet at that age, but of course...
Yeah,
I wouldn't have met a lot of those people if I wasn't.
I mean,
you
yeah.
as well, so.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed on the internet by myself until I was 14 years old. Which, looking back now, maybe wasn't such a bad idea.
I basically would sneak down to use the internet. I'd get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and just basically sneak onto it. And then once I heard my parents get up about a few hours later, I'd get off. I worked out how to do it, so I worked out how to get into incognito.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I worked
yeah,
out how
yeah.
to do it so it wouldn't show up in history or anything, so it wouldn't look like that I was using it.
See, that's the 300 IQ move that James just pulled as a child.
I don't know how, but there's this thing where you can... It's like a log that shows you when it was last used. I somehow managed to make it so it didn't show up on there. I don't remember how I did that, but there was a way that you could...
Yeah, there was.
I don't remember how I did that. I don't know what I did, but it made it didn't show up.
Wasn't that on the Internet Explorer?
Yes,
Yeah, I
but
do remember something very faintly about
there's also
clearing
that.
that.
Yeah, there's also like a Windows log where you can see when the computer was last used.
Yeah.
But I somehow bypassed that and made it so it didn't show up. I don't know how I did that, but...
I vaguely remember something like
Yeah,
that existing, but that was, like, over a decade ago, so... I mean, we've known each other... I mean, my husband, I met him in kindergarten, so that doesn't count. But we've known each other before I was in a relationship with him, which was 2010, so...
I want to say 2008.
Yeah, I think we contacted each other in 2008. That's where wow, my YouTube account is really old. My YouTube account may be older than some of my viewers. Isn't that weird?
That's a weird thing to
Yeah.
do. But then again, how many people that is are going to be watching Pokemon Ruby? This is blue. Is this blue?
No, this is Emerald.
But yeah, how many 14-year-olds do you think are going to be watching Pokemon Emerald?
Oh, I sound very old when I say that, but the younger folk, they are very interested in the older Pokemon games. For example, my nephew, he also got Emerald, so that he could play it, yeah. Because they actually do want to see what Pokemon was like in the past. From my experience, of course, that's only anecdotal evidence, right?
Like,
but
with the Animal Crossing thing, I started with it on the Switch,
mm.
and then I was also obviously curious to see how it was when it first came out, because it was on 64.
Yeah, see, and then you wanted to see how it was
exactly.
in the past.
Yeah, exactly.
I also wanted to see that with other franchises where I started in the middle or later.
Mm.
My parents gave me internet access, but not much, just using a Nintendo 3DS on Pokemon Y and an Xbox 360 playing Minecraft. Also, you got a 14-year-old watching your Emerald here. Yeah, see, Jay? Have a lot of past Pokemon games and I'm interested in the Shiny Hunts content.
That's like half my age.
Yeah, I mean, time flies, James. Soon we're getting old. No, I'm just kidding, but... I know 40-year-olds who are healthier than 25-year-olds that I know.
Mm.
It just depends on genetics and how you keep yourself. If you took a lot of drugs or if you slept badly, that also accumulates over time, right?
I never found this before.
What, the Twix thing? Yeah, but that speculas is really a European...
My grandparents used to buy these like windmill-shaped biscuits. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And that's what I think that's what they were called.
Mm.
They were like a sort of spice, not spicy, but like...
I love speculas, it's just so good.
Twix specula. And then it says give us, whatever that means.
Gewürz just means spice in
Oh.
German. Yeah,
So it literally says gingerbread spice.
Yeah.
Spice.
that's it. Okay, that's not a shiny.
How
so-
do you know if it is?
It sparkles
Oh, I know. I remember you telling me.
and it's pink.
I remember you telling me to depending on the frame is when you get a shiny.
Yeah, I need to hit the
What-
exact same.
What frame do you need?
15,222. That's the
Okay.
one I put in Eontimer.
Okay.
Yeah. And because it's 1/60th of a second, right?
Wow, it's really delayed on his side.
It is delayed on. If you watch a stream, it's always delayed.
Oh.
It's always like that.
This
But
is the first
when
time.
I speak now, they'll probably hear this like 2 seconds, 3 seconds later. That's normal with live
so it's
streams.
not really live.
It
Well,
is,
technically,
but there's always a
yeah.
delay. I think it's
Well,
also
it's
like that
strange-
with TV.
Yeah, it's strange though, because when I would ask stuff in the chat when I was at home,
Mhm.
you'd pretty much answer it as soon as I sent it.
Yeah, but I also see this chat with a delay. I would say.
Oh, of course,
I
of
would.
course.
I mean, that would be
So-
my guess.
To those that have to those at home, it doesn't obviously look like that.
Mm.
But this is the first time I've seen anyone stream
Mm.
like now, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. No, I've seen that before. I think my brother streamed Team Fortress 2 like a few years ago.
What, on YouTube?
I think it was on YouTube and on Twitch, but he stopped.
What's his YouTube? Oh wait, you don't have to say it right now if you don't want to.
He doesn't do anything with his YouTube anymore either, so. But yeah, he streamed Team Fortress 2. I logged in with my phone
Yeah.
and I saw how the delay was about 3 seconds,
Oh, okay.
even though I was in the same room.
That's
But I
strange.
think that is normal.
'Cause Cameron has well.
Yeah, no, you can say he's that I know. No, you can say his name.
Okay. But yeah, on his side, it looks like it's about nearly 20 seconds delayed.
Yeah, that's why I never. You never look at that. I have to look at the timer here
I'm not
because.
slowing it down by doing this, am I?
No,
Okay,
no.
cool.
No, you're not. But yeah. I think that delay is normal. There's also that with TV, like live. I mean, real life only exists like what you're doing right now, being
Yeah.
here in the room with me. Technically, if you want to be a big nerd about
When
it.
I was
but-
in college, someone used to say something like that. Your whole life is a simulation, and one day you're going to wake up and realize none of it ever actually happened.
That is Matrix.
something like that.
That's just Matrix. I mean, do you know about the brain in a jar thought experiment?
No.
It's where, I mean, that is a good argument, but it's not meant to be taken too seriously. But it basically says you cannot prove beyond any doubt that right now you're just not a brain in a jar.
Oh,
How can you
okay.
prove that?
Yeah, no,
Right,
exactly.
you can't. But still, you shouldn't assume that it is like that because you don't have any evidence for that. Because absence of evidence and all that, yeah. Still, it's a
definitely.
common skeptic argument, just to showcase that there are some things you can't really prove, but still, there's no evidence for the fact that I am a brain in a jar, or you are a brain in a jar, or any of my viewers. I mean, you are a brain in a meat.
Meat jar.
Yeah, a meat jar, I guess. Oh, you should read about or watch Anil Sith, if you know him. He's a neurological, scientist. He's really good. He also had a TED Talk, if I'm not mistaken. And he basically says that consciousness, as we experience it, is a hallucination, but a controlled one. It doesn't mean that it's not real, it's just your brain has to make up things so that with your senses and all that, and that's very interesting. Really changed my outlook on what being conscious is, on what qualia is.
So what was his name?
Anil Sith. A-N-I-L space S-I-T-H, if I'm not mistaken, because sometimes I'm bad with names. And by sometimes I mean every single time. It's Anil Seth. Yeah, sorry then.
I thought it was Sif,
Just-
but Sif is something
That's
else.
right. Does it make a different noise if it's going to be a shiny, or is it?
Yeah, it just goes. Oh wait, I can show you. I'll switch a shiny in, and then you can see for yourself.
Okay. As long as that doesn't.
This
mess
is a
up the-
shiny. What I send in here.
Uh,
It goes.
okay.
And I also have a Smeargle that is not shiny because it has a different moveset in case I need it. This one. And see, it doesn't go. There's no stars, there's no animation, there's no bling. Yeah, this one, the Francisco Smeargle is used because sometimes you need there's a move in the game that just halves the HP.
Okay.
And that could become useful if we
Yes,
need it.
yeah,
Should we need it?
okay.
Because there's way too many streams online of shiny hunters just... I don't know what their thought process is, and I don't want to be mean. I just think there is no thought process because they just jump in blindly.
No,
There's so
exactly.
many things you can
Yeah.
prepare for. Buy enough Pokeballs, for example, healing items.
Mm.
Bring the correct Pokemon. This one, for example. Not this one, but these. And they just don't do that. They just expect it to magically work out. And then they are very sad that they failed the shiny. But
Yeah.
then my empathy is not really there for them because you kind of brought this upon yourself, right?
Exactly. Like I was saying earlier, I don't know who did it, but there was something online I read about on Reddit. I think someone did a 24-hour stream trying to find all the shinies. I don't remember who did it. I don't know whether they.
All the
Succeeded?
shinies, so... in
Well, no,
one-
not all of them. As many as they could get. In
Yeah,
like
yeah,
24
okay,
hours.
yeah.
I don't know how long it would take to get all of them, but
Oh, that's called live shiny decks.
that
Or
was,
like
that
a
was the
d-
thing.
shiny dexing, and that would take a long time. I know some people have done so.
Yeah.
Just one problem: some newer Pokemon are not. They're shiny locked.
Mm.
That means that the programmers have put something in place that it cannot be shiny
Ah,
unless you go to an event where they distribute it and
yeah,
all that.
Yeah.
But I don't like the fact that they shiny lock things. In Generation 3 there was no shiny locks, so
No,
I
of
can
course,
have...
of course.
But yeah, if you were to try this in a modern game, maybe the legendaries you can't get them shiny. That is... It sucks.
Yes, yeah.
Imagine a living shiny dex. Yeah, that would mean getting over 1,000 shinies. Some of them are going to be easier, like shiny Magikarp, and others are impossible, basically. It's technically possible to get a living shiny dex in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Is it? Aren't the isn't Manaphy and the others, aren't they shiny locked? BDSP is Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Those are the
okay.
remakes of Generation 4 games, so remakes of Pearl and Diamond,
Do
or
you
Diamond
think-
and Pearl.
Do you think you'll ever stream those weird Pokemon games that people made?
The ROM hacks.
I know, but
I can. You mean the COCK version? Okay, I don't know if I should say, if I'm allowed
don't
to
know
say
if you'd be
that
allowed
on
to
the
stream
stream.
that.
Yeah, I just. No, I won't. I won't.
would
I
you
have
get-
I have
would
a
you get
hack.
banned?
Yeah, I have a hack for those of you that don't know what we're talking about. There's oh my god.
Okay, so basically,
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
if I'm
a.
allowed to say the name of it.
I wouldn't. It's COCK. So yeah, it's that.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
And
It's a ROM hack, and it's just. Let's say it uses really bad language and
Not-
very adult language, and it uses bad
It's-
words like the N word, and I cannot stream that. I think I
it's
would get
pretty-
kicked off.
It's pretty NSFW.
Yeah,
Let's-
yeah,
let's
yeah.
put it that way.
Yeah. I don't think I'm allowed to stream that, honestly. Because I know Twitch has a anti-N-word policy. You get banned when you...
Narcissist. Oh, that's the frame.
Yeah.
But does
Well,
it-
if I hit it. I mean, I could be the wrong one, right?
No, it is. Just saying, Shaymin, Darkrai, and I think Manaphy are locked. Yeah, I thought so. Darkrai and Shaymin are findable shiny. How? In BDSP? You sure? Again, I didn't play them yet.
If you stream again next week, would I be here?
On Saturday, yeah.
Oh
yeah,
cool. So I could be in the stream next week if you do one.
Yeah. What I also I'll say this again in case some people missed it, but I will maybe stream tomorrow. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. We are at that party, right? For my friend's party, but when we come back, and should I still be awake enough, then I'll stream. You don't have to be.
You'll be streaming at midnight? You sure?
Not midnight, but past midnight.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but in
So
case
you can
I'm
still
awake
be-
enough and my neurons still work.
So you can still be awake at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I did.
Streaming. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I mean,
That'll be,
if I get it, if not, then no. But
Well,
yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So,
I don't want to promise it, but that's why I said maybe.
I know I'm sure you'll be making like another poll about what to do next week.
Yeah, I already scheduled a poll, so
Okay.
that one
No,
should.
I didn't see that.
No, I think it scheduled next year. I
Mm.
actually forgot when I said it, but you can schedule posts like that to be automatically posted at a certain date. That's very practical.
Yeah.
I have to say, you also remember very old YouTube, right? 2008
Yes. Yeah.
was really different for you. For example, Arch, you're 14, so unfortunately, I mean, you missed the old days of YouTube.
Basically, when you were born, YouTube started getting worse.
Basically, yeah. Except that thing with the YouTube Studio. Honestly,
like
that
that.
is really good.
I like that.
Yeah, it tells you where your audience is from, the percentages. It even tells me that apparently the majority of my viewers are male.
Like, I don't really have a point of my YouTube thing. I just basically upload stuff to make more space on my computer.
I see,
But,
yeah.
but still, it tells me where people are watching from, which is pretty good.
Mm.
I don't think there was anything like that back then.
No.
Could
It was really bare bones.
Could content creators find out where people were watching from back then?
No. It depends on what year, but I'm not sure. But not like to
2008.
this extent, no.
No, not at all.
Because you really get a lot of statistics. You get data about which videos were clicked, how long were they watched for, and all that. You can.
One of my sister's friends, I don't remember who, used to make videos back then, and she did pretty well. I think she had about 4,000 or 5,000, which back then was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Back then, and she had like this yellow subscribe button pillow that she found online,
Cool.
and it was always in the background of her video. I don't remember who it was.
I was about to ask, do you remember her
No,
name?
I
Okay.
unfortunately not, because this would have been 2007, 2008, and I was only about. I mean, I can maybe ask and find out, but I don't think she's even friends with her anymore because it was such a long time. Because a lot of people she knew from school moved quite far away
I see.
to go to other schools and other colleges. This would have been around 2010.
But she was British.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so, yeah. But she knew a lot of people that moved to other countries and just further away that she lost contact with a lot of them. Because she would have been 16 in 2010. Yeah, that's when she finished high school, basically. And,
You guys finish high school at 16?
yeah.
Interesting.
Well, we call it secondary.
Oh, yeah. It's a different system. It's just very confusing to me, yeah.
What age is it for you?
18.
Oh, like in America.
But in Luxembourg, you have to, usually you have to have, you have a 13th year, which is obligatory.
We have that in some places. We didn't have it where I was.
I see.
Basically, I was in school from age 5 to age 16. And I should have got paid for it.
So I gotta say, my videos are coming pretty well.
I got one with almost 200 views. Very nice.
That's
And thanks, James, for subbing. Well, then.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
I still remember the very old YouTube. Yeah, you didn't have thumbs up or thumbs down.
No, it was like a 5-star.
5-star rating. I preferred that actually.
Yeah, so do I. And then, what was it called? You could, instead of comments, you could just reply with a video.
Yeah, I remember these reply girls. They were everywhere.
I'm sorry?
There were these reply girls, were just pretty women who would reply to your video, and it would sometimes not be relevant at all. They just wanted to show off how pretty they were. And unfortunately, it was never a hot guy, so I got the short end of the stick.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but that died down pretty quickly. It was funny though.
But no, I don't remember what that was called.
It was also like
they got rid of where you could private message other people.
That is such a shame because there was some really cool messages and I got some I wanted to reply and then I noticed, oh wait, it's gone, the function is gone.
I remember I recently watched an old video where someone said something like, don't forget to click the subscribe button up here.
Up here,
and
yeah.
The video was from like 2007.
Yeah. Or to the right, sometimes it was to the right. The description was to the right in 2008, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was basically just the description used to be in like a little box on the top right.
Yeah, I remember, yeah. And they used to have a feature where you could make a room, somewhat like a Discord server, but in its early days. I forgot the name of that feature.
I know, I was part of that. It was like, there were like little group chats. I don't remember what it was called. But I do remember being able to comment on other people's channels. And
they took that away too.
Yes.
Yeah, they got replaced with the community tab, but it's not exactly the same
you can't
thing.
Really do that anymore. What else?
That was unfortunate because there were some really funny comments.
Yes.
Sometimes I would just go to youtube.com/user/ and then you would type in the most random thing. And then you would find a user who's
with
called, I don't know, whatever, Pikachu or something like that. And then there was one channel that was literally called Rayquaza, like the Pokemon.
Oh.
And it had nothing to do with Rayquaza. But me being an excited 14-year-old, I typed, "Oh, your channel name sounds like it's exactly like a Pokemon." And he just explained, and he just answered, "And you are an idiot." And I was like, "What? What's your problem?" I just said that your name is exactly.
I wonder if that channel still exists.
That's a good question, but
what was it called?
Just Rayquaza, like the Pokemon. So RAY. Yeah, RAYQUAZA. Do you British say British? Do you say Z or Z? I keep forgetting.
Z.
Z. Oh yeah. Okay. But if I say Z, you understand?
Yeah, of course. Because I watch a lot of American stuff.
Yeah, I mean my English is kind of a mishmash of both.
Do you get English sitcoms over here?
Yeah, but like I'm the wrong person to ask what kind of sitcoms we have, because I'm not like I explained before. I'm not just don't like sitcoms. Not for me.
I can confirm that it no longer exists. Look,
oh, okay.
You get the little monkey, and it says, this page is no longer available.
Well, that's what you get for calling me an idiot. No, I'm just kidding, but I don't know why they were so angry about it's not like I said you are evil or you are insert random thing.
Someone made a fake account of me once.
Why?
Like, you remember I was Tamagotchi Boy 001?
Yeah.
And then when I got hacked, I made a new account with the same name but ending in 002, which is what I still have. But then someone made one with 003.
Oh yeah, I
know who that was.
Yeah.
Because it was one of my friends, Ryan, that was also on YouTube back then.
He just wanted to prank you or troll you.
I wasn't mad about that.
That's cute.
But it was when we were like 10 years old. He just wanted to see what would happen.
Yeah, that's just
like
10-year-old thing.
Which I don't know if it still exists, but yeah.
10-year-olds are really
I know,
something.
but I don't know if you remember the 003 channel.
I don't think so.
I wonder if it's still around.
I mean, if you wouldn't have told me that now, I think I would have forgotten. But
Yeah,
then
but
again,
that's-
it's
that's-
like
that's
almost
fair enough.
20 years ago. Almost.
Oh my God.
'Cause- yeah, I know. Can you already feel the back aging? Oh.
So I had to, where I'm from in England, if you're trying to buy Red Bull, you have to be at least 16. And
Makes sense though.
I had to ask someone for ID because they looked about 12. And their ID card said 2007, and I had to think for a second.
Yeah, you had to
I
do
remember
mental
the-
calculation.
I remember the date on the card said 25th of August 2007, and it meant he was 16 in 3 months, I think, at the time.
Yeah.
And I had to think about how long ago that actually was.
Yeah,
Because
it's.
I remember that
yeah.
really well. 2007 really well.
Speaking of film with Pokemon as their channel name, where's Shiny Rayquaza? I mean, maybe they're not around when I stream now. I don't know. Some messenger probably around 3 AM saying early. Yeah, I did see that, but I mean, I don't know what's going on in the lives of other people, and I don't expect people to be my streams every single time because everyone has their own lives going on.
Oh no way! I found my old channel, but but obviously all the videos are gone. But do you remember when everyone had that?
Yeah, I do.
But
Makes you feel old. The subscribe ASCII, yeah. Joined February 10, 2008, yeah.
So I found my old original YouTube channel from 2008, but all the videos are gone because I got hacked back then.
Yeah, that's
so-
unfortunate, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with these world records of Monkey Ball, if you
I know, I
want to
had
talk
so
about
many on
that, yeah.
And I remember back then, no one believed that it was a kid that did all that. Because I remember telling them that I was only like 9 years old, and they were like, no one believed me that I was 9 years old. Because, but then again, I had people that were like saying things like, take it easy, he's just a kid. And I was like, no, I don't want that.
Yeah, you just want to have an authentic.
Because I wanted to
Yeah.
like be competitive like like everyone else. The only thing that's still there is the favourites playlist I made like 12 years ago. So that's all still there.
Yeah, it's a shame that these videos are now basically lost media.
There was a guy called Super Zelda.
Yeah, I faintly remember a name like this.
I don't know what happened to him. A lot of the people from back then just sort of vanished. But
Yeah, I mean, I think they're all adults now with that
Right.
have jobs and have to pay taxes and all that.
Javi,
Javi, yeah.
or whatever.
I remember that. Oh, you're sparking some really old neurons in my
Spoons,
brain.
do you remember?
Fully Spoons, yeah. Yeah, I do, faintly.
Because he said when he beat the last level of Monkey Ball DS, he never deleted the replay. And I think I got in contact with him like a month ago, and he said he still had it.
Oh, okay.
Because I just randomly commented on one of his videos, thinking nothing would happen, but then I got a message to say that he got back. So he obviously still has access to the account, even if he hasn't used it in about 10 years.
Some people just forgot that they had YouTube accounts.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hope this is that I timed it correctly.
You need like a drum or sound effect.
Oh no, I use this one
Of course,
because it's good enough.
Yeah.
The other one, the beeping is so loud it rings in my ears. I hate that.
Of course.
You have to press start, B, A, X, and O, Y.
You should I can't speak. You should stream Monkey Ball Adventure.
No.
Time.
Oh god, I don't know what your fascination is with that game. It's just, oh god,
Well, I know. I liked the story mode. The controls are terrible, but the fact that it's an actual story is what I liked about it, and it's like an actual. It was actually
World.
challenging to get into all the world because I was never able to complete the adventure story mode. I think I just got sick of the controls because the physics were really bad. But once you actually got into my brother played it, he actually got quite far into the game, and yeah, it was actually really good to see that it was an actual story, but they actually put effort into that. And whereas Monkey Ball 2 isn't really a story, it's just sort of the same levels that were in challenge
Oh,
mode.
that story is, I mean, there is a story,
Well,
but
of course
that
there
is
is, but,
really out there. Let's say it's very Japanese.
Yeah.
I remember explaining the story to an adult when I was a child.
Yeah.
And he just kept looking at me like I was an alien or something, and I keep laughing every single time I think back because it is insane.
I think, to be honest with you, when I was a kid, I used to just skip through all those little movies that would play before the Worlds. So I don't think I've ever actually seen them.
Hey, look who's here! Shiny Rayquaza is here.
Is that the guy that called you an idiot?
No. And I'm a Bliss is here. Hey,
Hey.
how you doing? I missed your latest 2 streams. Did you get the Latios? Yes, I did. Finally. Everyone's here, yeah. That's already starting to be really good.
I'll be able to witness you getting this one properly.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I could mess up and not, like with the Mew, and then just... Sometimes I get, like, with the Oxys first time, and sometimes I... Yeah, it just depends.
I don't remember which stream it was, but I remember waiting for it to start, and then about 10 minutes later you were saying goodbye, because you'd basically won it on the first try.
Yeah, that was
I
the
don't
Deoxys
remember which
one.
one
It was
the
just
Deoxys versus-
half an hour, yeah.
It wasn't even half an hour, it was like 20 minutes. But and
I think the video is...
No?
Yeah, I mean, it's not important,
Well,
and
no,
I could
of
be
course.
wrong, though, but...
But you got it in like 20 minutes, something like that. And
yeah.
then you basically just ended. So
Mm.
I'm sure you weren't expecting to get it that quickly. I'm sure
No.
you were just waiting to sit down for a couple of hours and then just try again.
Yeah, usually you, like with... you know, I'm a Blissey is the YouTuber that got me into RNG Manipulation.
And he's
And yeah, he's here, and his videos are really good. You guys should check out his channel. A really good recommendation. He explains it in a very good way. And he also does like events. He programs or hacks events that you can like put on fake, let's say, e-reader cards, and he uses the e-reader so you can get Pokemon that you would never get otherwise. And I'm not sure if I can do that on my cartridge because there was never any e-reader compatibility meant for PAL. It never came out in Europe. That
Wait,
was
this?
the e-reader thing. It only existed in
I've seen it on eBay, and
yeah,
I
but
think
I don't know if
I
it.
saw one at Sarcon.
Ah, yeah,
I think
yeah.
so, but I didn't go and check to see how much it was because I think it was just a thing on its own and without any cards.
Yeah, but then again, I wouldn't know if it would work because
You haven't got any way of finding out. Really.
yeah. I was asleep, woke up, I had a shower, and hopped on 30 minutes early.
That's the thing with Japan. Everything that we want is we can't get hold of because
Yeah.
it's over there. Although Japanese GameCube titles are pretty inexpensive.
Yeah, but that's also because there's so many prints. That's the reason why I bought a Japanese Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Because I got the limited edition Hello Kitty one because it was not because I love Hello Kitty, but it was pink, and
Yeah.
as anyone knows, I have an obsession with that color, and it's translucent as well. So best of both
yeah.
worlds.
I'm currently on eBay. There's a seller selling the Animal Crossing e-cards
For how much?
between $18 and $240
Wow, what?
just for the cards.
Insane.
Um,
Insane.
so
I hate scalpers, I really do.
Pikmin pattern.
Oh yeah, Pikmin also had cards. And Pokemon had
yeah.
cards, even Colosseum, there were like cards, and I'm really
Yeah.
disappointed that we didn't get these.
I've got a Japanese copy of Animal Crossing, and apparently when it was new it would come with those little e-cards.
Yeah.
Apparently they would all, each copy of the Japanese game would come with a full set of the cards.
Oh, that I didn't
Apparently.
know.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if it would just come with the one card.
Mm.
Kind of like how when you got Pokemon Violet it came with a card.
Yeah.
I don't know
yeah.
if you even ever opened that. If it is.
Oh yeah, I when I bought Violet, I got. Oh no, no. Wait, weren't you with me when I
Yeah,
bought
I was,
Violet? Yeah, I
but-
got a card. I got Lechonk with it. That's like a pig Pokemon.
And then there's the one in the UK selling them for like.
Oh, I'm Blissey said Australia got the e-reader.
Oh.
But Australia is PAL, so it should work. I
that's
know that
true.
Australia uses the PAL format.
I've got family in Queensland, in South Australia.
Ah, yeah, true.
They're not much. Well, they're all the cousins I've got. The oldest one is 22, so they wouldn't really know much about the GameCube. But I could always ask my uncle to see if he knows anything about it, because
Yeah, because should that work, then I could get I'm a Blissy's things to work, and that would be really
don't
cool.
know,
I also
yeah.
want to shiny hunt these.
I don't know if you remember there was someone called Trademark Toys,
Yeah,
That was from
faintly
Australia.
rings a bell. Yeah.
and I think he did have some Animal Crossing stuff.
Handheld has no PAL versus NTSC formatting. They're all the same. Pokemon does
Oh, I
checks
didn't
via
know
language. Language. Okay, so my Emerald is German. Would that then still work?
Oh, there's someone selling the e-cards for £3 for 3 years, but I think they're remakes.
I think they're remakes. Yeah. Might play some real life sites.
Oh, no way. Isn't she in Switch?
Oh, good question. I don't know.
Oh, wow. There's a whole set, including an e-reader for €85.
So Australian and UK RSE are no different from American. They're just both English. That I do know, but the reason I'm saying that is because I got so it's this. I got a Japanese GameCube, like an event disc. That's not a game, but it's just an event disc, and it had like videos about upcoming games, and you could download Chow.
Oh, wow. No,
Like the Tails Chow, Knuckles Chow, and Amy Chow, because I wanted to have them without hacking. And I have Sonic Adventure 2 in Japanese, and I have a freeloader, so I can play that.
So, Blissy, are you saying that we probably could have had the e-reader in the UK or in Europe at one point, or?
No, I think he's mentioning that it could theoretically work on PAL.
There's a whole currently on eBay. In eBay UK. There's a whole set of Debut Tsunemori E Plus with the cards and the e-reader. So it's like a complete set for like €85, which I don't think is too bad actually, considering how hard it is to get.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But then again, if you saw I'm a Blissy stream or video, he shows how you can print them out, so you don't have to pay anything.
I've got an Android phone, so I can make my own amiibo cards.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the same thing would work with the
I
e-reader
don't
cards.
think it's the same algorithm, because you have to slide it in, and I think it's just
okay.
dots or like white and black,
Oh,
that
okay.
thing.
Okay, so on eBay there's someone selling just one pack of e-reader cards for nearly $1,000.
Insane.
Legit,
Insane.
legit.
Yeah.
Just one pack. Well, there's a whole set for like $80.
Hey Arthur, God, you sup? What?
God us up.
No
What?
idea.
God you sup. What's you sup?
That's a good question. Yeah, what I was trying to say. Oh, Emma Blissy says I have Celebi and Jirachi for German.
Oh,
that would
nice,
be
nice.
fantastic. I still have to try to get into that.
Oh, someone's selling a sealed box.
But
Like
yeah,
a
what
full
I
set box.
was trying to say before, that I was thinking, oh wait, if I have that Japanese thing, I try to maybe like transfer the Chow to my PAL save file, but it didn't work.
Oh,
It just
no.
didn't work. I tried
That
everything, and I also did that for the Chow Hippo Tank, or also known as Chow Island forums, to test it out, and it just didn't work. That's why, Blissy, that's why I thought that maybe the e-reader thing that you made wouldn't work, because I made that experience, but maybe that's just the Sonic thing. Ah, you sub the oh, okay, the One Piece character.
But what's he got? I'm not trying to be rude, but what's he got to do with the stream?
Don't know.
Is there a Pokemon character called that?
No, at least not that I know of. Maybe he just decided to type in a random character's name in a random stream that day, and hey.
Maybe he's on the wrong stream.
No, he's not, because he needs to watch this. No, I'm just kidding.
So how many people watch? I got 14 people watching.
Yeah.
3 of which are
Or at least 14 views.
3 of which are me. If I can,
Does your brain count? No, I'm just kidding.
I've got a 3DS. I don't know if YouTube works on a 3DS anymore, but if
Good question. I know they stopped the internet
let me go and try.
support.
But then if it worked, you've got another view.
Wow, thanks.
Or it always helps.
I mean, do it for science, just for science.
I do want to find out because I know they stopped the eShop.
Yeah, but that's just the eShop, right?
Which is unfortunate because a lot of people still use the 3DS.
I'm obviously the second best viewer. Yeah, I wish I could give you a cookie for that, but
Who's the first?
my husband. Nah,
He's
wouldn't
not.
that be unfair? Well, I'm first, says Arch. Ladies, you're both pretty.
Oh my
Don't
God,
fight, okay?
You're married to a 14-year-old.
I'm not married to a 14. I mean, he was 14 once, but now he's not 14 anymore.
3DS has a system update, really?
That would be news to me. I wouldn't do that. Did you hack that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, not that it
Oh.
bricks it, no? I don't know. I heard about people, hacking their 3DS and then they updated it and it got bricked. But then again, I don't know. Oh, okay.
It did it anyway.
Did it anyway.
Did it like I
Oh,
said, did it anyway.
do you want to update your system? No.
And then it
Well,
just does anyway.
screw you. I'm doing it anyway.
Anyway.
Wow, that's very. Okay, I'm second. You're second. We all tied, and Bliss is the first. Biased.
What's biased? Oh, biased.
That biased or best. For real, best viewer do. Like I said before, you're both pretty. Don't fight, okay, girls.
Okay, where is YouTube?
You also have that thing now. I mean, I'm not sick, but my voice. I mean, I think it's just a winter thing.
Oh, I haven't got YouTube on here. Oh.
But yeah. I'm sad I missed the stream, but from Blissy. But yeah, the different time zones can be a problem. I am trying to currently hijack my 3DS because I want to get Luma 3DS or something so bad. Yeah, I do suggest doing that because there's some
Yeah.
things that you can never get otherwise because it's been discontinued.
I've got my 3DS is homebrew, and because of that, I've been able to get some really expensive titles without paying anything. So I don't need to buy physical 3DS games anymore because of that, and it's the same with the GameCube as well. The
Forgot
Wii's
what the
hacked.
actual term is. You mean hijack is more like hijacking a plane.
Homebrew.
Homebrew, I think. Yeah.
YouTube is no longer supported on 3DS.
Aww. We should totally overthrow I'm a Blissy now. He's a cool dude. Please leave him be. You should overthrow the government, not him. I don't know what government you're out there now. I'm giving the kids revolutionary ideas. I think YouTube will ban me soon. Will you?
Out of curiosity, when you're streaming, does it show you where everyone's watching from?
No, you can.
Or do you not
From
find
my
that out till
knowledge,
later?
you can only see that later.
Okay.
Yeah. But it does tell you, like here, the analytics, so I can see I have 7 viewers right now.
Okay.
The chat rate is 4. Chat rate of the stream at the most recent available time. I have 15 views in total now, and the average view duration is 21 minutes and 23 seconds. That's what it tells me. That's how to... Kids, I beg your pardon, I'm 15. I'm 29, and my mom says still, oh, you're my kid.
I'm 25. My mum says the same thing.
Yeah. My sister is even older, and like in her 50s, and my mom says, oh, you're your kid.
50s, really?
I mean, take my age. When I was born, she was 23. Remember, my mom had a really long pause between me and my sister. Yeah, it is weird. When I went out with her, they keep thinking I'm her daughter, but I'm not.
So, your mum would have been quite young then?
Yeah, was a different time, right?
Of course. I'm not judging.
But yeah, no, she actually, for being a teen mom, she did really well. I mean, I have huge respect for my
I
mom.
had a teacher who had her first when she was 15,
Ooh,
and then a
that's
second
young.
at 17. and now she's 45. So she's 45 with a 30-year-old, which you don't see very often.
Yeah.
But I mean, she did really well.
Yes, I mean, yeah, it's sometimes it's not. I'm not condoning teen pregnancy, right? But you have to know that my mom is from a time where you didn't have
Choice.
sex education. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on stream, but you know what I mean, right? They didn't have that. It got shoot. You didn't talk about it. Or it was blasphemy. That wasn't good.
Yeah.
And I mean, I remember when I told you that, and that's so interesting, that she cried as a young teen, and she came to my grandma, and my grandma was like, "What's wrong?" "I kissed the boy. I think I'm pregnant." She thought that was the way it went, but obviously not, right? But it was a different time, and considering the time, and also how she handled it, I think she did amazing. My sister is a good...
So she was 15?
16?
Okay.
17, yeah.
That's not too bad. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't know if this is okay to ask on stream, but was it planned?
No, obviously not planned. Doesn't matter though,
Yeah.
I mean, no, I'm very happy with my sister. She's a great person. And she's a good, contributing member of society. So my mom did really well. She got multiple jobs and all that.
Yeah.
Kind of overexhausted herself, but yeah. Ladies can't resist me. I have a boyfriend. I forgot how much of a joker you are, Shiny Rayquaza. But yeah, it really was a different time. She also told me they had toys that you would never fly off the radar today. Like, they had a mini kitchen stove that actually burned you. It could burn. It actually heated up with real fire and all that. That was legal at the time. Insane if you think about it today.
Okay to ask on stream as well, but
I can just tell you, I won't say.
But the dad you both have now, is that the same dad?
No, it was a.
Okay, that's fair.
But we're still. You saw him at the wedding too. My mom got so many problems with that because they parted in good ways, like in a friendly way, and everyone said you can't do that, and I don't understand why.
Why not?
I know.
I mean, you're still clearly close to him.
Batman is my worst enemy right now. Because I'm the don't get in the Pokeball. Well, it has to be shiny first, right?
But I mean, it's good that you're still close to him at least.
Yeah, he's part of the family, right?
Second.
Nuh-uh. I think that one has other plans, just like the shiny Latios. That took several tries, but I just had to have it in a netball, and now I'm happy that it did. But it's funny how was it the third try? Just after not that many netballs, it got caught. Weird.
Do you want a Duplo?
No thanks. I'm stuffed from today from the burger place. But you can take your Mikasa Sukasa, you know.
Yeah, I don't want to take it without asking.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm totally not shiny, just dirty. Oh, you need a power wash, like the outside of the buildings in New York, where they're black with the due to the pollution of the cars. Is that why you're black? Or, black Rayquaza? So glad I can shiny hunt Lugia and Soul Silver. Yeah. Oh, and in Soul Silver you can catch Lugia in a love ball, even though that would be very difficult because Lugia does not have any gender and the ball has a higher multiplier if it's the opposite gender. If I had a 3D charger, you can a 3DS charger. You can buy these for cheap though, at least where I am from. Probably some sky stuff. I fly really high. Okay, I almost read that as I feel really high. That has a different implication. it's good to be completely black when you're in space, and you don't reflect as much light. You could hide better.
If you were talking about 3DS chargers, I got mine on Amazon. It was like €15 for a new one. And I remember when 3DS came out, it didn't come with a charger for some reason.
Oh, I remember something like that.
Because I got my first 3DS on Christmas in 2012, and I remember opening the box, and I was like, "Where's the charger?" And my parents were like, "Oh, it doesn't come with one," because we didn't. On the box, it does say does not include charger, and we didn't realize that at the time, which doesn't make. I don't know why they did that, because every single DS beforehand came with one.
I remember, do you know the YouTube channel Review Tech USA? I remember him saying, he's funny. I remember him saying that, how stupid that is. The fact that you don't get the charger with it. I wonder if Rayquaza flies to those gas giants and get worse.
So basically, Apple copied Nintendo with that.
Oh yeah, that's an Apple thing to do, isn't it? Yeah.
That's not fair.
Cheapskates.
I wonder if there'll be a 4DS.
With time? With a time dimension?
I don't know if you've ever been to a 4D movie where you can actually.
I was. Remember when I told you in Europa Park in Germany in Rust? Yeah. They had the first 4D, or not the first, but very early when it was pretty new.
But yeah.
They had that. Yeah.
This is gonna be horrible.
I mean, no, you can open it. Go ahead. It's okay.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, is that the Rittersport thing?
Grape.
Oh, interesting. I'll try. Just give me a second.
Oh. I don't know what I think about that.
I mean, you bought it for 50 cents, so yes.
I'm not sure.
Not shiny. It's not bad. I mean, with the gas giants getting high, I don't think you get high on hydrogen and other gases. I could be wrong though. Don't do drugs, kids. At least if you do, pick the right one.
Unless they're prescribed.
Banned. Yeah. Actually, this isn't too bad.
Now that I've tried more of it, it's okay. But I'm not sure what strawberry nuss is. I just assumed it was grape because of the picture.
Trauben just means grapes.
Oh, this is
and
like...
Nuss just means nut. That's it.
This is like the Cadbury fruit and nut stuff we have at home. It's like raisins rather than grapes. Well, it's the same thing, but...
No, I'm bored. Too late. I'm a nicotine junkie. My condolences. Oh, so you... that's pretty... By any chance, are you European? Because in France, it's just kind of normal. It shouldn't be normal, but I see so many French teenagers already smoking cigarettes at 14.
I saw that where I'm from in England, there's a school that I used to go to near where I used to work, where the kids are between 7 and 11, and some of the 11-year-olds are still smoking.
Wow. Oh, that's like my maternal grandpa. I'm not sure if that is correct, but I think he started smoking cigarettes at around age 10. And the thing is, and I hope I inherited these genes, he never got cancer. Never.
Oh, wow.
And he died at age 87.
Was he smoking since he was 10?
Yeah.
So for 70 odd years?
Like, yeah. Never. Like, I hope I get these genes. Also, his heart was very healthy.
British.
So, he's British. So before, I can't believe you forgot. Oh yeah, true. Sometimes I wasn't sure if Arch was the British one or you.
Me.
Yeah, you are British. I know. God, my girlfriend smokes weed, and now we're talking about drugs and cigars. Yeah, maybe we should change the subject. Am I even allowed to talk about that? Because there's so many...
Oh, well, you've talked about it now. That's not really...
Yeah, I mean, I never... Cigarettes, cigars, weird. Cigars is for... I mean, I've never smoked a cigarette or a cigar in my life. Because I never wanted to start that, seeing as there's so many health risks associated with that.
I don't mind you having more of that if you want to.
No thanks though. I'm pretty
I'll put it back. I'll put it back.
weeish. Yeah, and just I always say that just to slightly annoy James. I don't annoy him,
no,
but it's just a meme that we an
no.
insider joke.
Yeah.
Because there's a meme where she says weeish in a weird way, and I just found that so funny. I'm Canadian. Ah, you're the Canadian one, right? You're the Canadian one. Ah oui, c'est vrai, parce que toi, tu sais aussi parler et écrire, je pense, le français. Red Bull is I don't... If I want my caffeine, which I guess is my drug of choice, caffeine, but I only drink 1 cup a day in the morning, because if I drink more, I have low blood pressure from, always, and I really feel a difference, and I'm... have you seen Futurama? There's a episode where Fry, the main character, drinks 100 cups of coffee, and then it kind of feels like that. Hey, Kid Yuin, if that's the way to pronounce it. I'm shiny hunting in Ruby right now, and it's painful. I'm now at 46,000 resets. 46,000 resets. Wow, that is dedication. Let me tell you that. There's a guy in the chat right now, Kiduyin, they are saying, I don't know the gender, I'm shiny hunting a Ruby right now, and they are at 46,000 resets. That's a lot.
What does that mean?
That means he reset it for that long. That means he reset the game 46,000 times and still didn't get a shiny.
Apparently, I don't know if you did it in maybe Dolphin emulator, because apparently it's a lot easier to do things like that.
You could speed it up, yeah.
To when you're doing it on a GameCube, like Yana,
Yeah.
Do they know your name already?
Yeah, I mean, my YouTube name was my name for a time,
Yana,
because I didn't
Yana's
know.
doing now, she's playing on an actual GameCube. But I know when you play in Dolphin, it's apparently a lot easier to do.
Electric, okay. I'm looking for a shiny electric. But is your Ruby cartridge, is the battery, has the battery run dry? Because if that is the case, then soft resetting is not gonna help. You need to find the frame and basically do what I'm doing.
To answer your question, we're hunting Lugia and... How do you say that?
Lugia and Ho-Oh, but I think he's asking what the Kiduyin is hunting.
Okay.
A slightly different dog.
Do not say dog around me.
Why? Dog.
Dog.
I haven't seen any shinies yet. I would literally take anything now. Well, I do understand that. The battery is dead, yes. That's why. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
So I've currently got the stream running on my iPad, Android and Switch, and it seems to be fine. YouTube is no longer supported on 3DS. If you go in the eShop, it doesn't show up anymore. Which is unfortunate, because I could have put on another view.
Immediately go to the Devourer of Gods from Terraria Calamity mod. Flashbacks. Okay. I'm random encountering, not resetting. Yeah, the RE still... That... I mean, if the battery is dry, doing these things is very difficult. Because you're always gonna get the same sequences of frames. But should you find a shiny with runaways, you should level it up to a level 100. It doesn't matter. You can what you have to do then is, should you find a shiny, you should level it up to level 100 without using rare candies or the daycare, not giving it any EVs unless you know the EVs. Write them down, and then you can do what I'm a Blissey has videos on that, how to find your secret ID and trainer ID and all that, and then you can basically do what I do here, and then you can get as many shinies as you want. James, son of Cars. You're a son of Cars.
How does he know my full name?
Well, I mean, your full name is here.
I don't know how to. I never realized. Because that's not my channel name.
Yeah, it isn't. Yeah.
So I thought it would show my channel name. Why doesn't it show my channel name?
Is that the Tamagotchi boy thing?
Yeah. No, I changed it to the Life of Jimbo thing. Because I thought that it would show that.
I see. That's
Why
the
is it
plan.
showing my
Okay.
full
Well,
name?
then good luck. I did that also on my Emerald and got lucky.
I'm gonna change that so it doesn't say my full name.
Yeah, but I mean, my full name is on Twitter. That's why it's not a big secret,
fair
right?
enough. Okay.
But-
fair enough.
I realized I've had a blood moon on my game for about 45 minutes. Like on Zelda, the Switch. Or maybe it's a thing in Roblox that I don't know because I never played that. I just know that apparently Roblox is now rife with scammers trying to scam kids, and that's just sad.
Kids that steal their parents' credit card.
Yeah, okay, that. My
Actually-
battery, my battery's dead for long because this is my, still no shiny. This is
Wow.
my childhood copy. And I got that in 2005.
Actually, these days kids probably do have credit cards.
Say again?
These days kids probably do have credit cards.
I'd say, yeah. I mean, I just know that in Luxembourg, where I'm from, you are not allowed to have a credit card if you're under 18.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, you're not allowed. Because I tried to get one at like 14 because I wanted to buy things from the internet already. And I always had to go through my dad.
Oh, actually no.
That was annoying.
I'm talking about debit cards rather than. Credit
Ah, debit cards. Yeah,
It's,
no, you can get these. Yeah.
When I was 12, I got my first debit card and my first phone. Which I think is the right age for that to happen. Because I'm seeing kids that are like 5 or 6.
Yeah, with the thing with credit cards is you can go into debt. And
Yes.
there's interest on debt. People
Yes.
keep forgetting that. You should not let the debt climb or become bigger
I
like that.
have a 7-year-old cousin with an iPhone, which I don't see why. Because what are they going to do with it? Like they've got an iPhone 15 and they're 7 years old. Like what are they going to do with it?
Call Bob the Builder.
I actually had a Bob the Builder.
No, it's Paw Patrol now, isn't it? Or Bluey or whatever is in now.
My
I
niece
don't.
likes Blue. Is it called Bluey here?
That blue dog thing.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but is that what it's called over here?
I don't know.
Does it
Like
have a different name?
I never watch it. I don't have.
My niece
small-
is obsessed with it.
I don't have small children in my
She's
like
almost
vicinity.
She's almost 3. She's almost.
Cards and for kids in Britain. I see. Hell is a credit card. I don't know if a credit card is a type of bank card.
It's a card with credit.
Yeah, you can get loans on it. But I mean, if
fair-
he's a minor, he never had to use one.
I'd also do. Oh, you know what? I had this.
That weird Bob the Builder phone.
Yeah, I had that. Like I would literally sleep with it.
That's cute.
I don't know why, but then
You had an obsession.
I threw it down the stairs for some reason, and then
Can you fix it? No, you can't.
complained about it, and then wondered why it broke.
Oh, why did you throw it down the stairs, or was that an accident?
I don't know. I was like 5.
Okay.
So I probably did do it on purpose. I thought, because at that time I was like, what would happen if I do this and then wonder why it broke?
Oh yeah, I forgot I searched on Omni's channel on YouTube, so I plays with AKA
I'm Yana.
Yana. Yeah, he's Yana. Who's Yana? That's me. Yeah, the Yanma thing. There's a Pokemon that's called Yanma, just like my name, but with an M. And when Gold and Silver came out, everyone at primary school was like, "Oh, you're Yanma. You're the Pokemon."
Did you like that?
No,
No.
I mean the Pokemon is cute, but
There's also Yano in Super Monkey Ball.
Yan, yeah.
Yanma, oh yeah, cool.
Yan, yeah. Yeah, that was a nickname I got when that came out. They called me Yan then.
But you didn't mind that though, did you?
No, because I liked the character, but that just faded quickly.
It's a weird Pokemon.
It's a yeah. It's a dragonfly.
I've got Pokemon Yellow on my 3DS because, I don't know if I ever told you, there was a Pokemon game where I was given a free code.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you did.
I
think
misplaced the code, but it's okay because I remember taking a picture of it.
And it works.
The reason why I threw away the code is because I thought it was one use. But it's okay because I took a picture of the code beforehand, so
That's
I can
good.
still reuse it. I don't remember which one it was. I can probably find out actually.
Yan Mega is cool. That is correct. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Mega, Yan Mega, yeah. When they announced Mega Pokemon, I was thinking, and I asked my husband, do you think they're gonna go for Mega, Yan Mega, or would that be too much? But that would be funny. They should do that.
Ah, I found it.
You found it?
That's what so this was the one I had the code for.
Yeah, that's Crystal, yeah.
Crystal 3DS I had a game code for, and I threw it away because I thought it was one use.
It's still no shiny.
But I got a picture of the code so I can keep on using it.
I have a Shadow Latios and I have a Mega Latios on Pokemon Go. Oh yeah, you can get Shadow Pokemon on Pokemon Go as well.
I just found a photo of the Emerald fake copy I used to have. But it looks pretty good for a fake.
Yeah, some fakes are better than others.
This is the one I used to have.
I can tell that it's a fake though because of the angle. Because usually the Emerald cartridge, if it's real, the glitter on the sticker is really pronounced,
the seller
right?
told me it was a fake. That's why it was only about €4.
Yeah.
But it works just like the real thing. And do you remember the one I told you that I eventually sold for about 40?
Yeah,
It was that one.
Yeah.
Even though I put in the description like 3 times.
It's a reproduction and they tried to claim,
like 2 or 3 times. And it's just, they tried to argue with me and I got eBay involved, but I won because they kept ignoring that I said it was fake. So, no, they weren't going to get anywhere with that one.
They scrapped Mega Flygon because they didn't have any ideas, so mad. Oh yeah, when I read that, I was also really mad. Hire me, I can make one. Hire us both, we team up. Oh my god, can we make Gen 10? Make it in Italy, yes. See.
Should we stay up until midnight?
I mean, yeah, I planned
Or
on.
do like a 24-hour...
No, I can't do a 24-hour stream right now. I mean, maybe in the future, but...
yeah, or at least keep going for tonight for as long as possible until we get something. Even if we're up until like 2 or 3 o'clock.
Yeah, let's just bundle together and make Generation 10 together.
Staying up.
Italy would be a very nice region to see.
Yeah.
Germany as well. Yeah, Australia, Greece, some Arabian country maybe. Syria. I mean, yeah, Syria. If you take away the all the war.
I know someone that went over there and no one's heard from her in like 10 years.
Was that you who told me that?
Yes, probably.
About the girl that you used to know and she became a terrorist?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh, how horrible.
There's a whole news article about her.
Yeah, you sent. Wasn't it in the Sun? I mean, I don't trust the Sun
no, it was
particularly.
It was on Times and the Guardian, and it's not the same English. She was okay. So there was a group of 3 English girls that made it on the news. She wasn't part of that. She wasn't part of that. She went. She left like a year before anyone actually found out. And no one's heard from her in like 10 years, so no one knows if she's still alive or not.
Oof. If I mention Pokemon in game in Germany to my group chat, and they're going to say, "Why don't we make the evil team leader?" Oh God, no. The funny thing is that guy isn't even German. He was Austrian. So many Americans or like English-speaking people don't even know that, even though he did run as a chancellor for Germany. I mean, yeah.
I thought you said imagine something. I misheard you. I thought you said...
No. It's just weird that, the Hitler guy, I don't know if I am allowed to say his name. Not Voldemort. The name I shall not mention on stream.
I don't know how this is going to sound. I don't like what he did, but his artwork was actually really good.
No, actually, there were mistakes. If you ask Cameron, my husband... I mean, he studied art, and it's surface level, it's good, but he actually did some mistakes with viewing angle, and that's why he got rejected. Let's put it in Canada.
When I was working at my old store...
Maple syrup Pokemon. Sorry about that.
When I was working at my old store, we used to have to look up Pokemon cards.
Yeah, because they were stealing them en masse. I know that. Also
They-
happened in Luxembourg in some stores where people stole the cards because there was a Pokemon card hype in during the pandemic, and people stole them to sell them.
I don't work there anymore, but when I did, we only got Pokemon cards at Christmas time, and even though they were about only €4 a pack, we still had to lock them up.
Yeah, let's put it in Canada. I can put myself in the game. I want to be an E4 member. You have to fight Arch now. Wow.
Thing is, when I see E4, I think of
No, that's the Elite Four, not
No, I know,
E3.
but when I see E4,
So
that's...
no shiny still. Damn.
When I see E4, that's the name of a channel we've got at home that shows all the American sitcoms
I see.
and 5 USA.
It's the Elite Four, because you never played Pokemon. Those are the
No.
last 4 trainers you have to face before you
Yeah.
face the champion, the best one.
I played Pokemon Go.
Yeah, but there's no Elite Four in there. That's just a staple of...
Game Freak. What's Game Freak?
Game Freak is the company that makes the Pokemon games.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So not Nintendo?
They're what we call a
Oh.
second-party developer.
No, I remember you told me yesterday about Game
Like,
Freak.
Kirby technically isn't a first-party Nintendo game, but a second part because it was HAL Laboratories who made them.
Firstly, I remember you telling me about Game Freak yesterday. And,
Yeah, I did.
And how I thought Kirby was actually a Pokemon.
Yeah, but you weren't the only one who thought
Yeah.
Kirby was a Pokemon. Blissey, the Pokemon, not the guy, kind of looks like Kirby. I do see what you're trying...
Yeah. I remember all the kids at school being obsessed with Pokemon and trying to get all the characters, but I don't know why I never got into it.
I mean, there's never... I mean, my dad was like... When I was 12, he said, "Oh, do you still want to have a Pokemon birthday cake? Aren't you too old for that?" And now he's
No,
obsessed
what
with
the hell?
Go, and now he's obsessed
What
with
sort
it
of-
as well.
What sort of cake do you want for your 30th? You can have Pokemon again if you want for your 30th.
No, I actually was thinking about a Game Boy cake.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that would fit.
But like, what would be inside?
Either like vanilla or chocolate, maybe strawberry. Regional form of milkshake as a pancake with different berries for colors. We put us both as Elite Four members. I call dibs on Dragon Specialist. But let me get water types. Also, we need an actually good
20
water
viewers,
pseudo
that's
legendary.
not bad.
20 what?
Viewers, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, 17.
Yeah. I mean, the streams, they keep getting more viewers. That's good.
Well,
A regional Dragonite,
Yeah, nice. Well, 17 because my
We make it based on Nessie. Dragon Water. Nessie in Canada. Yeah, that would be more akin to Scotland, wouldn't
like
it?
the Loch Ness monster thing
Yeah.
in
Alright, hear me out.
That's fine.
Alright, I will hear you out then. Don't have that much special things in Canada. I cannot attest to that. Unfortunately I've never been to Canada. I spoke to Canadians before,
yes.
but I really want to go. But yeah, I hate flying planes, and it's not in my budget now. Is Lapras not based on Nessie? Yeah, somewhat, and also based on the Loch Ness monster, and someone called Laplace, like a explorer.
What's that character that you said looked like Kirby?
Blissey, Blissy.
Oh, so that guy is spelled differently in his username.
Yeah, but he has Blissey's face as his icon, and that was really funny. It just cracks me up for some reason.
Maybe it is one S. Because I'm just getting pillows.
There's pillows called Blissey?
All
There is!
All I'm getting is pillows.
Oh, that one's pretty nice. There's one with the bisexual color scheme, you know, the flag.
€60 for a pillow.
Then is it a fancy one? Then type in Blissey Pokemon, I think. Latios and Latios regional forms as version legendaries.
It doesn't exist, apparently.
That makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah, that is.
Oh, it's EY.
Did I? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I
Oh, that's fine.
said it
But
incorrectly.
yeah, that's like a little Kirby thing. Was Kirby made by the same people though?
No, Kirby was
No?
made by Masahiro Sakurai, the guy who made Smash Brothers. Still not a shiny.
The drawing looks pretty much the same as in the animation style. If you know what I'm trying
It's
to say.
just so many animes have very similar look or like aesthetics. That's just Japanese culture. That's the reason why you. How do I say that? That's a very specific example, but in Pokemon, there's a Pokemon called Shelder, I think. The German name is Mushas. It's like a shell, clamshell, and it has a tongue. And I thought that was unique to Pokemon, but in Donkey Kong Country 1, there's an enemy like this.
Okay.
And in other anime and other games, I saw that as well. So it seems to be some kind of Japanese thing.
When I must admit, when I saw Spirited Away for the first time the other day, a lot of the characters in that were basically looked just like things I'd seen in other games.
Mm-hmm.
Like Spirited Away has a character that looks exactly like Dr.
Eggman, yeah.
From, I think Sonic.
Almost exactly, yeah.
If
he had
Sonic.
3 arms and legs, yeah.
I forgot to look for that at the flea market actually.
I didn't see it because there was that one guy who had anime, and I combed through that. I didn't see that.
I do want to watch Kiki.
Yeah, we can watch Kiki tomorrow maybe, or another time. I mean, need to think. Skyline Red and Jetstream Blue. That's pretty clever actually. If we did the Latios thing. Game Freak, hire me. Yeah. Did you hear that, Game Freak? Hire that guy and Arch and me as well, please.
Wait, who's Game Freak?
The people.
Oh, the people. Yeah.
Do we bring megas? We bring everything that was cool in any way.
Oh, I know it's not relevant, but on Facebook there's a guy called Thomas that's you're a mutual friend and so is Eric, but I have no idea who he is.
Some old YouTube friend probably that we forgot about. I'm still friends with some people that I haven't chatted with in years, but I mean...
There was a guy that I know, I used to pretend he was like 30 something, I think that might be him. Because his name was like Game Journey or something.
Okay. I don't know
Jackson.
that guy. Have I even told you my actual name yet? I was gonna, but I forgot. You don't have to, right? I mean... If you don't want that, then don't, but it's up to you. Robert and Jackson. Well, hi Robert and hi Jackson. Could make a new side gimmick with megas though. Wow, my stepdad's name is Robert. Robert is a pretty common name, isn't it? For white people at least. Bring back contests, please. Yeah, and make him better. I mean, that is easier said than done, right? But...
Are you planning to stream until you get every shiny?
Oh, you mean like every single shiny ever?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm able to do that, but
like,
maybe I
get
could.
A stream for each one.
I mean, in Emerald, I could get like I have so many shinies already, but I could try to get every single one with that. Yeah, sure.
So like this version of Emerald is that Is that the childhood one?
Yeah.
Yeah. God, that's so annoying.
Game Freak just needs to bring back pixel sprites. Nicolo Banchi, yeah, that is absolutely correct because I do think that it looked better when it was sprites. When they made the move to 3D models, a lot of them look stiff and the colors are faded. That's really a shame. Like a beauty pageant, yeah, something like that, or maybe something else. I mean, you could do a lot with new Pokemon contests.
Oh, do you know if Game Freak still makes stuff?
Yeah, of course, they make Pokemon still.
Of course they do.
Pokemon prints millions. They're not gonna stop with that anytime soon.
Yeah, I remember you letting me try Pokemon on that original Game Boy that you've got.
Still not a shiny. Krytos Skywaker is saying, sorry for not saying hi, I'm playing Call of Duty Mobile. Well, that's good. As long as you're with us, that's okay. And have fun with that. We need like a reverse mega thing, so a worse, just anti-mega.
Oh, that
And would
reminds
that
me.
work though? That would be...
Do you know if YouTube streaming was a thing back in like 2007?
No, it wasn't. It
Because
wasn't.
I'm trying to remember something from back then where people could stream and then people watching could talk back.
Nico Nico Dogo was like that, but that's a Japanese video site only. They had
No,
that back
I'm
then.
sure that I've seen.
Because maybe it was from Nico Nico, the streams. Wanna know something funny though? My girlfriend is more of a gamer than me. Well, I mean, people always think that gamers always are male, even though that's not really true. I always got crap for that when I was young. Or I'm still young, but when I was a kid,
So
I got bullied for being a gamer and wanting things like pink gaming things, and now that's trendy. And I'm like, I did that before it was cool.
But yeah, I remember being like, I know it's not really a competition thing, but anyway, I was like 8 years old and I'd get crap for it as well because I just wanted to be part of the competition like everyone else. And like I said earlier, once people found out that I was actually about 8 years old, they felt bad that they were competing against a child and sort of let me win. But to me that was so obvious because
I also didn't like that when I played with older.
I don't know if you remember people like Miles and Pack Attack.
Yeah, I do. I still do.
When they found out, when obviously I remember competing against them, and I remember talking to Pack Attack about times and stuff, and when he found out that I was only 8 years old, I suddenly started getting better times than him. As soon as I told him I was only like 8 or 9 years old, I suddenly started getting better times than him. So I think obviously that he was just trying to make me think that I was better than him.
Yeah, but sometimes you have people that are very good at something better than some adults. That just happens.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes it's unusual, yes.
I
but
remember.
There are some pro gamers that are also like
there is.
8-7 years old. It's rare, but it exists.
I mean, when Monkey Ball DS came out, I was about 8, and I think I completed it in like an hour.
That's good. Remove Pokemon ability to Mega Evolve. Oh, that would be so funny. For example, the Mega Kangaskhan or some really broken things like these, and then you just push a button and nope, the Mega's gone. That would be somewhat funny. I like that idea. They're optional, but they can give customizable outfits, Pokeballs, battle entrances. Yeah. You can do them online and trade the effects you get. Whether I mention anything about gaming, people think I'm a dude, so I get that. Yeah, still, after all these years, I thought that women or girls being gamers was considered to be normal, but apparently not. I'm a dude, I'm just gay. Well then, you're still a dude, right? I'm also a dude and I am bi. Got the LGBTQ representation here. I'm not, I'm straight, but I'm what they call a straight ally, because what other people do or with other consenting people is none of my business. At least that's my you got my political opinion here. But yeah, I will fight for you guys for your rights, even though I'm not gay or lesbian. Was trying to get them to play MC with me. MC?
Minecraft.
Oh, Minecraft, okay. Yeah, because there's other games that also are abbreviated with MC.
Mario Circuit.
Mario Circuit. I can beat my parents at Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and they'll play Super Mario Wonder with me. Oh, nice. I also wave the bi flag arch. There, we have some real representation here. That's nice. That's good that about the younger generation. They're much more open about that. Thanks for the spam, James. You're a mod though. You should be doing the opposite, taking
but
spam
I'm allowed
away.
to, it's okay.
Oh yeah, you got privileges. Ah, still not a shiny.
When you were younger, did you used to get like really stressed out when you wouldn't get it straight away?
I didn't do this as a child.
Oh, you didn't? You didn't try and get shinies? Okay.
I mean, no, I didn't get shinies, but the RNG thing, I did not know about that because there was no information on that back then.
No, I didn't know that.
What's the Gothic? I think you
Topic.
mean topic. I refuse. Gimmicks for Gen 10 game. Yeah, they're talking about what could be done for a Generation 10 game, a hypothetical one. You may not know this, James, but every single Pokemon game is has a region that you're in, and usually the region is, or always the region is based on a real life location. For example,
Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't know
the
that.
first generation games are in Kanto, which is an actual prefecture in Japan.
Yeah.
And then there's the newest generation is in Paldea, which is just Pokemon version of Spain.
Oh, okay.
And in Generation 6 it was Kalos, which is just France, but the Pokemon world.
Oh,
And now
okay.
now imagine Luxembourg, the micronation. That would be very funny. It would be, the game would
So
be over so
basically-
soon.
In each country, Pokemon has a different name, is what you're saying.
No,
kind of.
it's just every single generation has a region, and they give them made up names. They don't say
okay.
country, they say region.
Yeah.
And Kalos is basically France. It's the same thing.
Mm.
I mean, you can even look at the map and you can draw the shape of France. Like a fire type will make a fire territory. Fire type will make a... You mean like a battle effect or something else? Gen 8 was Britain. Yeah, it was British, so you got that.
What emoji is that?
Which emoji?
The one.
This one.
Yeah.
Face
Oh.
in clouds. It says that. No idea. You just push the random buttons. Gen 5 is... yeah, it is in the US. It's Empire State. Around there. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Generation 4 is based on Hokkaido, which is the most northern part of Japan. And Generation 3, this one, is based on a southern region of Japan. Yeah, the first 4 generations were parts of Japan. That's kind of lazy in a way, I guess. But starting Generation 5, they took a part of North America, like US.
I think, to me, what put me off Pokemon was, to me, they all just looked sort of the same.
Oh, but there's so many Pokemon that go in wildly different directions from the design
I
wise.
think I was one of those people that thought, oh, I'll check out gameplay of 1 or 2 of the games, or 3 of the games, and they all seemed similar, so I thought, oh, what's the point? But then again, I've never actually tried to play it properly. But I do remember playing Pokemon Yellow on the original Game Boy that you have. Wait, was it Yellow?
Yellow, yeah.
Yeah, on the original Game Boy that you have.
Yeah.
And I liked playing it on there, I think, because of how old the console is.
The console is, yeah.
What year
The Game Boy that I have is my sister's Game Boy.
What year is that?
89 if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
And the NES that I have was from my dad,
Yeah.
85.
Wait, I thought,
Still works and all.
I thought the Game Boy came out first.
No, the NES actually came first. I know
Oh,
it's
wow.
kind of weird, but yeah, it is.
It's just the SNES seems more modern.
The SNES is... Oh, you mean the NES, not
Oh,
the
yeah, sorry.
SNES, yeah.
Thing
Yeah,
is
it does seem more modern, but actually, the Game Boy came out later. I also made that. I also thought that it
I'm
was
gonna
that
look
way.
it
I could be mistaken, but I do remember the NES being released in 1985.
I saw one at the flea market today, but I didn't. But he took it away from me before I could ask for the price.
The legendary still not shiny. Legendary Pokemon watching Lucario do some funny hand signals suddenly make a new reality. Okay, that is straight up JoJo's Bizarre Adventure now.
April 21st, 1989. See,
For what? For the
Game Boy.
Game Boy, yeah.
And what was the other one thing you talked about?
Can't find your channel. I wanna. Which channel?
Yes.
Yes. No.
So, what was the other thing you talked about? Was that the NES, wasn't it?
The NES, yeah.
For whatever reason, I for some reason thought the Game Boy was 1982. I don't know why.
You know what's interesting? My sorry, no Chinese. Jojo has stands. No, I just said JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because that just someone doing that just sounds like something straight out of
Yeah.
JoJo because so many bizarre things happen in that.
Sorry, what was interesting to you?
The thing that the fact that my sister saw was maybe one of the very first people from my country who saw a Game Boy, because she told me that they were in Italy with my family. I do have family from the Italian side, right? And they saw Japanese tourists, and the boy had a Game Boy, and they were perplexed, and they said, "What is that?" They never saw anything like that before. They thought he was playing around on a calculator.
Oh wow.
They never saw anything like that before. And my dad actually went there and asked them, and in broken English they said it's a Game Boy. And then later it got on the market in Europe. That was interesting.
Do you think that's how it got on the market?
No, but
Because of that?
no, obviously not. That was just one. But my sister was one of the first, and my dad, and my mom was one of the first people that saw that. That's interesting. Stando power, muda muda muda. Yeah, exactly. Being a JoJo fan, it is not Nani Dio, and now it's it's devolved into a JoJo thing. Always everything is a JoJo reference apparently. You've watched it, right? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, no?
No.
It's one of the most popular animes right now.
Thing is, I never watched anime
True.
until Spirited Away.
I mean, it's like Pokemon. It's never too late to get into it. My dad got into Pokemon as a senior, so well, really into Pokemon.
Because he uses your old iPhone 6 for the Pokemon Go.
Yeah, he's
6S.
obsessed with Pokemon Go. Anyways, I'm gonna test the dragon summoning stuff. I got a huge passion for dragons. Oh, you have a Fursona as a dragon, so I shall be right back. Alright, see ya. So Fursona, there's like people who get these huge costumes made.
Oh,
Custom made
is it
furries, yeah, but
furry?
wouldn't it be called a scale sona because dragons don't have fur usually? But these things are very, very, very expensive.
What, the
The fursuits.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. One like that costs like 5,000 euros and upwards.
Oh, is it like furries? Is that what it is?
No, first you can have a fursona without being a furry in a way.
Oh, yeah.
Just a persona, but it's a representation of you by a different species, basically. Jujutsu Kaisen is the main stuff. Oh yeah, that's true. But just the thought of Lucario snapping his fingers and then something happening just reminded me of, that's just the logic of a JoJo stand, basically, because there's so many. Matt, money for real. I'm not buying a costume. Well, I'm not a furry, but that it would be very expensive anyway.
Are you stealing the costume?
What do you say?
Like, he's not buying the costume, so is he stealing it?
I will make mine from scratch. Wow, that's dedication. I have a fursuit of the character in my icon. I make my own and still cost... Like, does it say 500? Oh yeah, it does say 500 because the chat thing is in the way. For materials? Oh, that's a lot cheaper, but... I mean, people make fun of furries. I never understood why. I'm not a furry, but let just people enjoy things. What's the problem? Do we have to keep hobbies now, or just shame people for liking something that is not harming me in any way?
Every time I see a video on Facebook or something of people doing their hobbies, there's always a comment that says go and get a job.
Yeah, but they're
Like,
being
how do
evil.
they know they haven't got one?
Yeah, you need one if you want a fursuit like that.
Yes,
I can tell you that.
Exactly.
Oh, still not a shiny. Keep messing up the timing, I guess.
Staying up till 3 AM trying to find a shiny.
Imagine watching a Lucario throwing hands with a Hitmonchan. Yes, I will. I am imagining that, and it is funny.
So, would you actually stay up till 2 or 3 just to try and find a shiny?
Oh no, this time I will do it like always and end it around midnight. But that's always the thing with these streams. You never know if it's gonna be the first.
I'm just thinking about tomorrow night. When it's next year at home, it'll still be the year before.
Yeah, for them, because we're 4 year or depending on where the viewers are at. But Arch is from Canada, which is at least, depending on where he is,
We're
from
6
Canada.
hours
6 hours ahead or 9 hours ahead sometimes.
I've got a friend in Ontario, and he's 5 hours behind England.
Like my husband has a friend from not Wyoming but Washington. Not Washington D.C., Washington State.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
And that's the other coast. He's like 9 hours behind. Yeah.
My cousins in Australia are 18 hours ahead of the UK.
That's a lot. Yeah.
So right now for them, it's 5
You
p.m.
can-
on
yeah.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
So basically, when New Year's Eve is, when it's 3 a.m. in the morning for us, they'll be on New Year's Day, which is strange to me. No. When it's 6 a.m. for us, they'll be on New Year's Day.
Yeah. That's also I posted a pic of the dragon on my community channel. Oh, your community tab.
But still.
It's 5:17 p.m. for me. Yeah.
And what was I going to say? When but yeah, when it's New Year's Day for us in Luxembourg, England will still be in New Year's Eve. That's strange to me.
Yeah.
Knowing if I was at home right now, I would also be in New Year's Eve.
My Japanese teacher once sent me a Happy New Year's, and it wasn't New Year's where I was. She was ahead in Japan, but she did that on purpose because she thought it was funny.
Oh, was she actually from Japan?
Yeah, she's Japanese. Wow. Yeah. That's where. If you learn Japanese, you should usually be taught by someone who speaks the language really well.
That's why when I was at school, our Spanish teacher was from Spain and the French teacher was from France. But when the Spanish teacher had to leave to go back to Spain, we had a guy that wasn't from there, and it wasn't his first language, so he wasn't as good. He was still pretty good, but not as good as having someone from Spain. And yeah, that's.
My costume is on my Instagram highlights, so I'll only share my ad if that's okay to do so. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
You better.
Me and Batman are chill right now because I ain't the Joker anymore. Well, that flip-flopped and that changed really quickly.
I never saw Batman.
I saw one movie, but I couldn't tell you the name of that movie. One of them.
It's like Harry Potter. I never saw any of the films. Apart from number 6, and I ended up falling asleep.
Yeah, but the 6th one is the most boring one in my opinion.
Like, I'm from England, but I don't fit any of the stereotypes.
Yeah, you don't even like tea. What's wrong with you?
I liked this. The fused tea.
Oh yeah, but that is like not that tea, right?
And I don't like English food.
Yeah, but that's because you have taste. So if that comes across as rude.
Literally everything I've tried since I've been here has been like 1,000 times better.
But that's Europe for you, right?
And now when
we have like thousands of years worth of culinary culture.
I mean, I've got a week left here, and I mean, by the time I go home, everything's gonna be
not as tasty anymore. Yeah.
It's like what you said about trying pizza in Italy. And
it spoils you. It just ruins that. You can't go back eating mediocre pizza anymore. It doesn't just... It's disgusting.
There's a frozen pizza I buy at home that costs like €1 and it's actually really nice. I don't know if you get them here. It's called Restaurant.
Still no show. Ristorante?
Dr. something.
Dr. Oetker?
Yes, yeah.
Oh yeah, of course we have Dr.
For frozen pizzas, those aren't actually that bad.
They're okay, yeah, but I mean, I prefer real pizzas.
Of course.
I mean, real. It's still real, but done the old way, right? If you eat pizza from a nonna in Italy, you just get spoiled because then you've tasted true bliss, and then everything else is really bad compared to that.
Absolutely.
Ever look at your boyfriend's DMs and want to break up with him for him? I'm 14 and this is deep. War. I read the war in Keanu Reeves' Matrix voice.
Oh, you watched that last time I was here.
Sorry, my YouTube just freaked the heck out. Oh, that's why. No, the Matrix. They fixed something, and that's you saw that it was a déjà vu. I'm just kidding, but. Sometimes yeah.
Do you have the sequel to Matrix or?
Yeah, I have the 2 sequels, but they're not worth it. I mean, in my honest opinion, I like the first one. The second one is really boring and yeah, I mean, hard to explain in a few sentences. It's just
Yes, I
very
know what you're trying to say.
pretentious, where the first one was much more philosophical and
Yes,
authentic.
definitely.
The second one is I wouldn't recommend it. The
No.
third one is okay, but just stick to the first one. You're not missing anything. The Matrix is real lol. Yeah, I mean, I used the Matrix in calculations in algebra classes, advanced algebra at university, if you mean that. Or maybe he's referring to the very obscure anti-de Sitter space in astronomy, where higher dimensions are encoded on a 2D surface, but I think that is way... Maybe not.
No, I know what you're trying to
I
say.
did read those are serious papers, right? It's not sci-fi or anything. Even though when people say, "Oh, that's just sci-fi," yeah, you know what was sci-fi over 100 years ago? Planes, and yet we still have them now.
It was.
And landing on the moon was sci-fi as well. And what did we
Yes.
do? We did that. Dinner's ready. Be right back and edit you, shiny Raycrasser. Well, then enjoy your meal.
Well, I had at school. I didn't really like history classes, but there was one lesson that stood out, and it was about whether the moon landing was fake or not.
People still
Like, there was
keep denying that.
conspiracy theories that
I
they
know.
made up a movie set, and that.
There's a very good video by Adam Ruins Everything who explains
Yeah.
how that can't be, because you would need lasers, like the way the shadows are cast.
Yeah.
You would need a laser that is impossible to manufacture because we don't have enough metal and not enough electricity. And of course, a star like our sun is a star.
Yes.
That would work because obviously that is a huge light source, millions of kilometers away. But
Oh, sorry, Cameron.
but yeah, it's
I think we broke him up.
we did.
He just pulled the door.
Oh,
He just closed that door.
sorry about that then. I think I woke my husband up.
Money's more important right now.
I don't get money for this yet. I loved World War II back then in school. Well, I didn't love World War II what happened, but I mean, I assume you mean the topic. Right? I hope so. I can tell you, I mean, my grandparents went through some things. I mean, I can't tell that on stream here because it's not safe for life.
My grandparents remember World War II, but they were only they were small children. But they still remember it. Because you don't forget things like that.
Yeah.
My granddad
Shiny?
remembers...
No.
My granddad remembers hiding under a table when bombs went off.
Oh, that's horrible.
He would have been about 8 years old. 7 or 8 years old.
My grandma had her first pregnancy during a bomb alarm.
Oh wow.
Bless that woman. That is really
Is that
big respect.
The mum you got was the pregnancy with the mum you've got now?
My grandma. That's
Yeah.
my maternal. That's
Yeah,
my
but
maternal
Who
grandma.
was she pregnant with? Your mum?
Like an uncle of mine.
Oh, okay.
He's not alive anymore.
Close this, so it's
He's-
not going to make a difference.
Oh yeah, I don't think so. At least I hope it was him closing the door there, because if it wasn't him, there's another person in my apartment that I didn't invite. Would be creepy. Nah, I don't think it was him, because who else should it be? Soviet submachine gun. Do you mean submarine gun? Submachine gun? I've never heard of that. But then again, I'm not a weapons nerd.
Submachine. Soviet submachine. I think it's like a machine gun, but like a small version of it.
Like I said before, I don't know a lot about weapons. General guns. Okay. We have a gun enthusiast. So.
Kiddy says, "I've got to get going. Good luck on your Lugia."
Oh yeah, thank you, Kiduyin. I'm alone, smaller machine gun. Is that a smaller one?
Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly. I mean, I know the name. I just know he's an artist, and that's it. Because
Is that a rabbit hole again that I shouldn't get into?
I don't know. I don't really know what Machine Gun Kelly is.
Oh, okay. I just know his
So that
name.
reminded me of.
Then yeah.
I put ketchup on pasta.
You monster! Get out of my room.
No,
Get out of my house. Finding out that there are multiple people on this planet who put ketchup on pasta have made me seriously question the human race. My Italian genes are crying right now. Do not show this to my dad, my Italian dad. He would be.
That's a good idea.
Huh?
That's a good idea.
A submachine gun is a smaller, more close-range machine gun. I learned a new fact today. I didn't know that. I thought you were meant to type submarine
Wait, what?
gun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, apparently that is a thing.
Oh, that's like what I said.
Yeah,
'Cause I said
yeah.
it's pretty much the
I
same
didn't.
type
I
of
didn't
thing.
know that.
But I was just guessing. I wasn't sure if that was actually.
Like I said, I've not a lot of. I know the physics behind weapons, but that's it, right? But if a lot of boom, then a lot of ouch. I mean, that is very easy to understand. I know that there are apparently some bullets that don't penetrate your body in a straight way, but they ricochet in your body, causing organ damage, and that is really, wow, that is.
Someone's selling a Switch Lite for €10. Look at that. Because they don't know. They don't know. They have no idea what it is.
I think that may be a fake or like a scam. Submachine gun is. Oh yeah, I already read that. Submarines don't really use guns.
Oh.
Yeah, but they use torpedoes, right?
Oh no.
Torpedoes are the main weapon of submarines. Yeah, exactly. That's what I
Okay.
thought.
It's €10 for the case. They're just
The
showing the
case.
strips,
Oh
it
my
just
god.
isn't exactly-
Oh, that was like the. I remember seeing a German documentary about some guy who bought a PlayStation 4 off of eBay
Oh.
for €100, but it wasn't that. It was just a box, and he filled it with bricks. I mean, yeah, you laugh now, but that has to hurt. But I think the seller, like with your emerald thing, he said that it wasn't. It was just a box with rocks in it. But still, that is kind of mean.
Oh, someone's selling the first phone I've ever had.
Submarines with deck guns when above water. That I know. Still no shiny. I suck today.
There's always tomorrow. I mean, obviously depending what time you get.
Yeah, but I'll try. I mean, would be fun.
Monday is obviously there's nothing happening.
Oh yeah, you were asking about the first. Usually in European countries, the 1st January is a holiday and things are closed.
I had to work on New Year's Day last year.
Yeah, but that is, I mean, some jobs require you to work, and the UK is different than Luxembourg, I would say, with that. Because you said, oh, how come nothing's open on a Sunday?
Yeah, I was surprised.
But
by that.
yeah, and I was surprised at you asking this, because for me that's normal. That's
Like-
just how life is.
So in England, the shops, like food shops, open from 10 a.m. to 16, so 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Mm.
So only for about 6 hours. But gas stations will be open pretty much.
Oh, gas stations are open
16 hours a day.
24/7 where I'm 24/7. You do not deny a Luxembourger getting his gas for the car. They will be angry. That and the alcohol. I'm not like that with the alcohol, but
So basically in England, essential workers, say retail, are working on New Year's Day. But things like, if you're just, I don't know, cleaning the school or something, then you're not going to be needed to go in.
I see. Shiny Lugia is parting for New Year's. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, sometimes I mean, let's see how it goes. Still have a half an hour, maybe I'll get it. Would be cool if we would get both at the same stream, but
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
But Ho-Oh is going to give us quite a fight, that I know. Because
Yeah, I mean, Ho-Oh seems a bit more difficult to get actually.
Ho-Oh is a legendary, and it can heal itself like the Latios can.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So that's gonna be annoying. And then yeah, I use a Master Ball on Lugia, so that will be very quick. Because the Master Ball, in case you don't know, because you didn't play Pokemon, the Master Ball never fails.
Okay.
It always immediately captures it. No things you need to do in before or in front, in beforehand. No, can't talk anymore. Sometimes I always say that when you're a polyglot and you speak multiple languages, you get to be stupid in multiple languages. So the fact that submarines use deck guns, I only know that because I watched Fredrik Knudsen or Knudsen, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, a YouTuber who makes Down the Rabbit Hole videos. Very good YouTuber, I might add. And he, Fredrik Knudsen, so, I mean, I'll show you. He does if you look on YouTube for Down the Rabbit Hole, you're gonna find him. And he had a very long video about some submarine tragedy where due to some really stupid mistakes so many people died and submarines were destroyed. Yeah. And I do remember him mentioning the fact that some submarines have deck guns.
Okay.
I didn't get my shiny Rookedy, Corvisquire or Corviknight. Oh. The F-14 is my favorite fighter jet. I don't know what kind of jet that is, but okay, sure. I know the Blackbird exists because that one is, I think, the fastest. But I don't know if that is a specific model or not. I'm not a plane nerd. Has a sweeping wing system and a complex radar needing 2 people to pilot. I'm back and I'm calling a shiny.
Sounds like
oh, no.
Oh,
sounds like what?
It sounds like a lot of work. The plane thing.
Well, I mean, the normal commercial planes also have 2 pilots. I mean, 1 pilot and a co-pilot. And then there's also a flight engineer. So,
of course.
Planes are very complex. I mean, from what I understand of them, I knew a guy in high school who was autistic, and his autistic obsession was planes. And just by the sound of the plane flying overhead, he could tell me the exact model. And he got bullied for that, but I found that to be super. Yeah, that's nice. That's cool. That's nice. That's interesting.
Why would you bully someone just because they know about something?
Because kids are stupid. That's why. And peer pressure, and we had some very strange people there.
I knew a kid that was could tell which Tamagotchi version I was using just by what it sounded like. When I didn't even know what versions they were, and I was the one using them. And he could just tell me by what they sounded like. But to me, they just all sounded the same.
And he gave me, he info dumped me on plain knowledge. My plain knowledge is from him. About commercial flights, and because of me being so afraid of plane crashes and me being also very weird and disturbing combination, me being, morbidly curious.
Yes.
I asked him about the details, and he actually kind of helped me release tension or stress. Because he told me about the TCAS, the anti-collision system, and other things that have been put in place, and he said that he also showed me the statistics of how safe commercial planes are. I mean, I still don't like planes. I mean, being in one, and I try to avoid it as much as possible. Not that I have the budget for it now, anyways, right? But
I just don't understand bullying someone just because they know a lot about something. I don't see.
Yeah, it's no. There's no logic in that. There is no logic. It's just. Why would you bully someone because they are smarter than you in something?
Jealousy. Yeah,
jealousy, that's usually the thing. That tons of controls. Fighter pilots have a very big jobs. You mean, big responsibility. I could predict the future sometimes. Now I can't. That's unfortunate.
Oh, I used to be able to do that. No. So I'd think about like a certain TV episode,
Yeah.
and then I'd go and watch the program again, and then it'll be the episode I was thinking about. And sometimes that still happens.
We call them shining. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know if that's just me, but for me, it's always been like that. I'd quote one thing from one episode or something, and then like a week later, it will be on TV or it'll come upon.
That's funny. I had an autistic kid in my elementary school. He was a big fan of Mario and Pokemon.
Yes,
That kind of
yeah.
sounds like me. I showed him an online ROM hack and he fell in love with it. That's so cute. Yeah, I mean, I'm autistic as well. I'm
Yeah,
very
same,
open
same.
about that. But yeah, I got bullied for that and for the fact being a girl with nerdy interests. They didn't like that. I was way too girly for the boys, so they didn't play with me. But I was too nerdy for the girls. That was a weird thing. I don't think it's like that anymore nowadays, or at least much less. Because there's official gaming merch that is all pink gamer girl things. If you were to have that or present that like 10-15 years ago, people would have laughed at you, and now it's trendy. Like I said, like now it's fashionable. I think 2 people just found each other in that stream of mine. That's nice. Come on, let this be the correct frame, please. Shiny? No. Aww. And then when we start tomorrow, it will be the first one. That would be funny.
What was your autistic obsession then?
I had many. I mean,
Was it
astronomy. Astronomy is one. Still is one. I mean, as far as back as I can remember, I started asking my mom, what is the moon, what is the stars, what is that, where does it all come from, and she just bought books about just science books for children, and the astronomy part I read it over and over and over and over again. I just wanted to know more, and then I actually went to the library and I read actual books about that, and then I was sold. And then that was so funny. That must have been so weird to these people at the playground back then. Imagine a 6-year-old saying, "What do you think about the sun dying?" And he said, "Why?" And I said, "Because in 4.5 billion years it's gonna turn into a red giant." Imagine a 6-year-old little girl telling you that.
I mean,
That's how I think I weirded them out with space
I think
facts.
Did you ever have? I was telling you the moon was cheese or something.
Yeah, that is a common belief in small children.
And also, because for me, when I was younger, I'm not into astronomy. I'm not into astronomy as much as you are, but it was always interesting to me when I was younger as well. But there was always these books in school about telling kids what space is and things like that.
Yeah, but the children's books, they bored me. I wanted the real stuff, and I went to the library. Thankfully, that exists and is for free. And I just don't know how many books I've read about that and studies. It's just fascinating. It's basically the basis for existence, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, yeah.
And another, I mean, Pokemon was one autistic obsession, I guess, of mine. Still is.
Yeah, I mean, in my class there was a kid that was autistic with obsession with Mario and things like that.
Yeah, but that's usually, I mean, Pokemon, if I'm not mistaken, that is also very common. If I'm not mistaken, Pokemon was made, Satoshi Tajiri, I think he has autism as well. That would explain some things. But, yeah, that, Kirby, but that was also because my very first video game that I ever played was Kirby's Dream Land 2. Then I became
the first one?
The very first one I ever played.
No, but why didn't you just play?
Because
because
I was, it wasn't mine. It was my cousin, it was a cousin's Game Boy.
Okay.
And I was literally like 2 years old. I was a toddler, and they said, "Oh, you want to play the Game Boy? Are you sure?" Because I was really, really small. And she just gave me a bunch of Game Boy cartridges and said, which one do you like most? And I just went by the artwork, and I liked the Kirby thing. I thought that was really cute.
But you seem to know what you're doing even back then.
Yeah, my husband keeps joking about me being a toddler and
Genius.
playing. Yeah, but he says that because he loves me. I mean, I'm not stupid, of course, but I don't have proof that I'm a genius, like he always says.
I'm sure there's a photo of you somewhere being about 3 years old with the Game Boy.
I mean,
Is there?
good question, but there are pictures of me where I'm 7 and 8 years old and playing at my sister's house, an old house she used to live in, with my tongue stuck out because I was concentrating on the boss fight. And there's also a picture of me just showing the Game Boy Color. That was, but I was older.
That would be interesting to see.
And I show, and you can clearly see it's the it's Kirby's Dreamland 2 pause screen. And I still have the game, right? It's just I need to change the battery because the battery has run dry and I can't save anymore.
I had a friend who got upset because the battery in his Pokemon Red got corroded and he couldn't make the game work anymore.
Oh yeah, but that is upsetting because then you lose so many years of progress.
He played
Still not
that
shiny.
game for hours. He completed it.
Yeah.
He got all the shinies and everything, and it just corroded. And then he could never get
I
it.
don't think he got shinies because
Not
they
shinies,
technically didn't exist. They do exist in a way, in but they were only a thing in Generation 2.
No,
so
sorry, I'm getting Red confused with Emerald because I don't know anything about Pokemon, so to me they were the same.
But Emerald, if the battery runs dry with Emerald, your save file doesn't get corrupted.
Oh really?
No, because my battery has run dry. That's why I'm doing the RNG
but,
manipulation.
Like, corroded as in the battery leaked.
Oh, yeah, the acid from the battery eroded some chip components. Okay, that would make sense.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Oh no.
So he basically had a complete Emerald. He got all the shinies, which took him years because
I mean, that does
that's
take
a
a
bit of an
super long time.
Maybe
yeah.
that's a bit of an exaggeration, but it took him a long time to get all the shinies. And of course, because the battery leaked, he wasn't able to get it to work again. And
Oh, that's such a shame. I would be really upset if I lost this save file. But that's why I have, like, if you hack the Wii and you have Homebrew, there's a thing you can download for Homebrew where you back up your GBA saves.
Yep.
And I would highly recommend doing that if you don't want to lose that save file. I would be legit upset if
So would
I
I.
lost this one because this one, I mean, there's so many hours, so much work put into the Emerald cartridge. And I didn't even 100% it because doing that on this is actually really hard. You have to beat the post-game, get every single gold medal. And usually that is... You need to get lucky because you can just lose by being unlucky. Your moves missing, for example. Or the computer player just getting really lucky. Sometimes that just happens.
I know I've told you before, but Super Monkey Ball Deluxe on Xbox, I completed it. In that game, there's like 5 different difficulties, which means something like 500 levels or something like that, and I completed it. And then I don't know what happened. I think the card got corrupted somehow. I'm not sure how, but obviously I lost all of that, and then I wasn't able to go back.
Oh, that's a shame. Sometimes I know of people who lost their... Oh yeah, it was Sophie. She told me that. She had, you know Sophie. She had her Pokemon Crystal. She lost her save file. She left the Game Boy cartridge in her car, and she forgot about it. And it was really cold that night. And then she came back, and it was apparently got corrupted, and the save file was gone. Yeah.
So did you say Pokemon Silver?
No, Crystal.
Oh, Crystal.
Yeah. She told me something like that. And I also know of some, I mean, I read that on Reddit, so believe it if you want. Maybe take it with a grain of salt, right? It's Reddit after all. But I remember reading a Reddit post about someone losing their... I don't remember if it was Generation 1 or 2 games, but because they were in the sun for half an hour, and it was... Like, he was in a country where... Not a European sun, right? The sun you would have where I mean the places on Earth where the sun, the light comes at a more of a not 90-degree angle, but a no, I don't think it was the equator, but I mean a Texas sun would be enough. I think.
Oh yes, of course.
Right. I mean, I've never been to Texas, but I know that Texas can get super hot in the summer.
And I
Did you hear that?
yes.
Was that you?
No.
Do we have a ghost in the house? Ghost, I'm streaming. Can you please quiet down? Or was it Cameron?
Maybe. What was I going to say? I saw on Reddit some. Do you remember the iPhone 5C, the plastic ones?
Yeah.
When there was all the different colours. Someone had one of those on Reddit and they left it in their car on a really hot day, and apparently the plastic on the phone melted and it caught fire.
Well, yeah, that can happen depending on the plastic type.
Oh, I think it was like polyethylene.
Polyethylene. Yeah.
Because it was so hot, they left it on their car by a window and it melted the phone and
Mm.
it caught fire somehow. But that's a really bad design choice by Apple anyway.
But they do say do not leave your iPhone like above 50 degrees Celsius, and
I
that's
don't
just the
think it
thing
was
with
even that
cars. They heat up in the sun. It's
Mm.
like a sauna then in there. That's why babies and
Dogs.
children unalive, if I'm not allowed to say the D-I-E word, I don't know. So many YouTubers say unalive. Yeah, they say that.
Yeah, I know.
It sounds so silly, but they censored that, but other things that should be not censored, but
Should be
maybe
censored.
or maybe just reviewed, right?
Yes,
like
yeah.
false information, fake news,
Mm.
propaganda, stuff like that. Well, I'm not in charge of YouTube, so
No, I know what you're saying.
yeah.
Imagine if this whole time the microphone wasn't turned on.
That would have been funny, but I mean, how would the chat? Imagine the microphone would be turned off and yet chat still
Yes,
would
I'm
listen
talking
in. That the ghost would unmute the mic.
Play it back later and find that nothing was recorded.
I heard of carjacker scolding in a mom for leaving her baby in a hot car. Yeah, never leave your child or your dog or your pet in a car.
Stupid.
Don't. They can die very quickly. Oh, I said the word.
Can I say a weird story about that? My
Hmm?
brother and sister had mice, and
Oh, yeah.
when it was a hot summer day, my mum accidentally left one outside,
Mm.
and it didn't make it because it basically was stuck under the sun for like 6 hours.
Oh no.
Because my
Oh.
mum had to get to work and she was
Oh,
late and she just
no.
forgot about it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so sad. Imagine being scolded by a carjacker. Well, at least that carjacker has some standards, I guess. But yeah, do not leave your children in the car or your pets. They can die. And I said it again. What I mean, of course, is dye their hair. Remember
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Remember that
DYE?
Simpsons? Yeah. Remember that Simpsons joke when they said in the news the president has dyed his hair. Had to think about
That
that.
wasn't the first time they did it either.
Yeah, wasn't. I mean, that is the one instance that I could remember.
But
But
there's one where Lisa's dyeing her hair and she was just like yelling, die, die, die. And
oh, and
Yeah.
then someone dyed his
And
hair.
then there was a hair salon in the show called Curl Up and Dye or something.
Oh, that's very clever. Yeah, it's The Simpsons. Very quotable show. But I don't like modern Simpsons, at least from what I've seen.
I found out that when I was born, they were already on season 10.
Yeah, Simpsons is really old. Have you seen the very first season? It's somewhat weird.
Yeah, I don't know when they changed the animation style, but yeah, the first season looks really weird. It was like
I've-
1987.
I mean, my
now,
husband could tell you
1987.
why, but we'll
Yeah,
let
I'll
him
see
sleep.
tomorrow.
Yeah. In 9 minutes, it's gonna be tomorrow. From our
Yes.
perspective. Time flies. It's already 23:51.
What
What?
time did we start?
21:30.
Oh,
9:30.
Gosh, yes, yeah.
Time really flew now. No, really, it felt like only 1 hour at most for me now.
Yeah, me too.
That is weird, but that's just when you have fun.
Are you streaming tomorrow as well?
Well, maybe.
I could be a part of that.
Yeah,
Um,
if you're not too tired then.
No, normally if I'm out, I get more energy.
That's fair, yeah.
That's just always how it is. And I know because I stayed up a bit later today, I'm going to get more sleep tonight as well.
I mean, should we get the shiny Lugia now? Obviously, I'm gonna show that and
Yeah, of
catch
course.
it, but...
And then maybe if you get one now and one tomorrow, or whatever happens.
Oh yeah, you sat for a long time, didn't you? Yeah. 1 second, playing with my shiny Rayquaza and I need to get a video of a funny glitch. What funny glitch? I still need to show you the missing no thing. That
What's
is
that?
really... The missing no thing.
Missing what?
Missing no. Like from missing number, that glitch in Pokemon.
Oh, yes, yeah.
I was so freaking scared of that thing when I was a child because my imagination ran wild.
Missing number, I have no idea what you mean by that.
And well, it was placeholder or dummy data for a Pokédex number that didn't
Okay.
exist, so
Yeah.
they just put missing number. But
Oh, wow.
the way number is abbreviated often is NO,
Yes.
and they just put it as missing no. Or in Japanese, it's Ketsuban, which is exactly the same. Ketsu meaning missing or lost,
Yep.
and ban is just number.
Okay. Well, that
So
would be
Ichiban would be number 1, for example, and Ketsuban is a missing number.
How would you show me that then? Would that be on the stream or would that?
No, I mean, I have my Pokemon, for some reason, my Pokemon Blue and my Pokemon Red cartridge from my childhood still save. The battery hasn't run dry yet, which I
Oh, wow.
don't understand because Yellow, which came out later, the battery for that one has run dry. I can't save on that anymore.
Well, yeah, that would be interesting to see that.
Yeah,
See what you mean.
I can show you it. And I planned on I'll say it on that stream.
I mean, if you
I
can't-
planned on doing a live stream where I just show the differences of the missing no
Yeah.
on the because I also have Pokemon Rouge, so red version, but in
Red
French.
yeah.
And in that version, the normal missing no crashes the game.
Oh wow.
But
Okay.
there's a form where it uses a ghost sprite, and that one works. It's very interesting, and a lot of
Yeah.
like American
like to see
viewers or British viewers, they don't know that because they've always only played the English version.
Yeah, of course.
And also in German, in the German version, in the German version, the missing no is still there, but it looks kind of different.
Did that happen because the V and W sound opposite in German and English?
The version,
Yeah.
yeah, that is a common mispronunciation
Is
with
that-
Germanic people.
Yeah,
I know. You remember the German YouTuber I was talking about, Vic or Iblali?
Yep. Yeah.
He also says always adventure. He doesn't say adventure. He said adventure, and that's just such a German thing to say. I mean, he isn't
I'm
German
sure it
technically,
happens,
but
I'm sure it happens well.
yeah, that was a mistake right now. But yeah,
But yeah, that missing numbers thing. If you can't show it to me tonight, that's fine as well. Because obviously I'm still. Gonna
yeah. I mean,
It's
honestly,
already-
after this stream, I'll brush my teeth and head to bed.
Yes, me
Yeah.
too. Me too. We nearly midnight.
Yeah, soon it's midnight.
Like if I was at home right now, I would have gone to bed like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
So, but no, I didn't want to miss out on being part of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
stream, so that's why I stayed up.
But yeah, I wanted to do that once. The
Yes,
a
yes.
missing no stream, probably on Halloween. Let's see how it goes.
That stuff for ages.
Yeah, true though. Maybe I
should do-
should do it earlier.
You should go back a month in time and do it then.
A month, that would be November.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, 2 months.
But then I need a time machine. Can you give me one? Do you
Just
know a
change-
guy with time
Just change
machines?
the date on the computer and then it'll be
Yeah. Then the whole universe resets itself
Yeah.
by 2 months. How come I didn't know of that? Damn. Imagine it working like that. No, that would be horrible, actually.
Would you want to go back in time? If you could?
Honestly, no. Because
Or
there's so many good things that I have now that I would have to do all over
or
again.
Go forward.
Would I stay the same age? Or would I
Yes.
age?
Like you'd be the age you are now.
Okay, but because technically each one of us is time traveling to the future right now.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm being a actually nerd again,
No,
but
that's okay. That's okay. You're.
nah, I'm just being facetious right now. But
But you stay the age you are now, but you could go forward like 100 years.
yeah, I would love to see what would happen, like technological progress. What I want to know is whether or not some mathematical and astronomical things, like big questions, will be answered. Basically that. There's something called the Riemann hypothesis where I want to know if that is correct or not. And then there's something else with like astronomy. Right now they are trying to unite the gravity, like the relative, the theory of Einstein's relativity, and they try to combine that with the like quantum mechanics, and it doesn't work. And if we do figure that out, then humanity will progress a lot.
Yeah.
I'm the only one in live chat. Looks like it. Or is Shiny Rayquaza still there?
Wait, what did you say you were being? Some sort of nerd? Well, I couldn't catch the word you said before.
It's a meme.
Oh.
Like there's always that kind of nerd who says something that's
Actually,
technically correct. Oh, it's
yes,
actually
yes.
yeah. Said it as a joke. 100. Keep tapping that. But yeah, there are people like that. I just wanted to make a stupid joke. Man, maybe we should make a spam.
Wait, that's confusing. I'm logged in the same account on all three of these things.
Oh, so
And it's fine.
yeah. I mean, I cannot explain that to you because you know about these things. You think you've figured out the things anymore, and then yeah, you're not a mod anymore.
Whoa,
Or
what?
is that not? Oh,
Oh,
I
is it-
see. Those are different accounts. Okay.
Okay.
Rayquaza is with me in my game. Oh well, now it does. Okay, so you got different accounts with the exact same name.
That's confusing.
That is really confusing.
I will change that. It's on my iPhone that I've got the right account on.
Ah, I see.
Sorry.
But then that would explain why it counted as a separate view.
iPad, sorry.
Yeah. Theoretically, I could make your other accounts a mod as well, but I don't think you need that, right?
Well,
Or
depends
do-
what device I use. Watch the stream. So, is there a way you can change my other account to be modder?
Yeah, you just click on these three dots and then add as moderator, standard moderator,
What's a managing
save.
moderator?
That's even a step above, like someone who can, I think, log into your account. I could be wrong though. I could be.
Oh, I don't want to log into your account.
No. I made you a standard one.
Okay, cool.
My husband is the big guy.
So does that mean he can log into your account if he wanted to?
If he wanted to, yeah. But I mean, I
Delete-
trust him.
Delete all your videos.
Yeah, I won't do that. I mean, I always found that weird when there's couples and they ask, "Oh, would you let your significant other go through your phone?" And for me, that's just such a brain dead question. I would say yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
of
have to hide anything, right? But then again, other relationships, and I don't want to get mixed
Really
up in
secretive
other
about it.
people's things.
Okay, so it's New Year's Eve.
Yeah, it is now where we are, and let's see if the last one is shiny.
If not, we're suing Game Freak.
Yeah, we're suing Game Freak. Will you pay for the lawyer? Oh, no
Alright,
shiny.
So no shiny today.
Nah, but I mean, there's maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow we'll be streaming it at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I don't know when the party's gonna end.
Well, hopefully they'll. Or I don't know if you do it here, but in where I am, they do like a countdown to the new year.
Yeah,
So
but
hopefully
sometimes
they'll-
people
they'll-
stay
they'll-
until like 3 a.m. or something. I don't know.
What time do you want to stay until?
I don't know. I will let the friend decide, honestly.
I will just take a bunch of. What I might do actually tomorrow, so I stay up a bit later. I might take my medicine a bit later, just so I can stay up a bit longer at night. Because before I made the mistake of taking it at about 9 o'clock in the evening.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then I was up all night.
Me and Ray should totally be mods, and hereby declare we'll never miss a stream. Yeah, I'm thinking about making you mods. You've been very faithful and
loyal to the...
loyal, yeah. Alright then. It has been really fun.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, all the normal sentences that you say. And then maybe tomorrow, let's see how it goes. If not, I could try streaming on another day.
I'll be...
Like on, I don't know, maybe Thursday, Friday or something like that.
I should be here again for the next one.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, yeah, you will, definitely. So, thank you all for watching.
Yeah.
Thank you for the engagement. And we see each other...
loyal viewers.
Say again?
You got some loyal viewers.
Yeah, that's great. Everyone wishes to have these. And then, see you next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye for now.